different level. You won't see nobody like me for like 12 other years. You see what they do all the time. I'm different level. You crazy? You can't even coach my type of style. They style is regular. I gave him crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work. And then look, and the dudes you kept getting all this love to, crazy work. Crazy work. Don't ever try me. Ever.
Let me go.
This sounds so easy. It's like some man. He's tripping.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Check his drink. He's tripping.
Boom, the world class.
Yeah, okay. Why isn't she cammed up, Noble? I can't see her face.
Oh, you can't see my face because, like I said, I got my kids with me, and then I ain't have time to get cute. So, you know, I like to.
This her channel.
Ma'am, it's midday. How much time do you need to get cute?
You'll see the screen. She right here.
That's a picture. I want to see her live.
Oh. Well, you eventually will, but right now you're not gonna see me live. You got to deal with that.
Why did you say live like that?
You're gonna see me live. Don't worry.
Okay.
Just not today.
Just not today. I gotta wait. I gotta wait.
Don't pay him no mind. This is my fault.
But listen. That's
He only civil at night.
Yo, listen.
I ain't gonna be civil tonight.
Man, Drill, leave her alone.
All right.
Some
things to do.
Hey man, bro, no, did you hear what he said? He said, "I want to see it live." Like, what?
You're so stupid. God damn.
I don't know what's wrong with this nigga.
He needs some milk.
Damn, give him some milk.
Hey, look. No. He needs some milk.
Feeling you? That nigga's a munch. Nigga's a eater. He eat it for lunch.
You said that a little too spicy.
I like that song. We know. And I like her.
Okay.
The
song is all right.
That song is better than all right. Oh, you thought I was feeling you?
All right, welcome to the world class. I am Noble Migu'el, marital, Gayle, Moorish American Muslim, consecrated and appointed missionary to Moorish science temple of America. And today's title is Mental Health Environment Females Create for Men and Boys. It's going to be a content creator spotlight of Mrs. She Says, or She Said, I'm sorry, part of the Harrison Tribe Media Group. Let me get my banner up. Please subscribe. They've been putting out dope content. I'm very proud of them. Married couple, you know, they always want people to be married. And well, you have a married couple that is putting out quality content as a family. And I think they have individual channels too. So please support. Definitely doing a highlight today. We're gonna run through a couple of videos, a couple little clips and shit that I've seen, because I want to talk about, literally, like I said, mental health and how some of these things that are said and some of the things that are brought up affect men, and how I've seen it affect men and boys. And we're gonna finish it off with a very lovely topic that Mrs. She Said brought up in her live, I think a couple Sundays ago. So she's more likely gonna be going live now in a little bit, but I just didn't have another time slot. But that'll help her get a name and how it goes. All the Noble girls, please go subscribe to her channel, support her. You're about to see why in a minute. I kind of want to set the stage looking at different dynamics that come into play when we are dealing with these discussions, like some of the pressure that's on men and on boys, essentially. Not just the single mother household, but just the men, because we know that especially the black female has had custody at a rate of 82 to 90% for the last 60 years. We know who has had the bulk of the shaping of the men that we see today. So, you know, for the last 60 years, you know, so I'm 37. So this has been the entirety of my life that this has gone on. And it needs to be addressed, because we'll say we don't want these type of males. We don't want these incels. We don't want these insensitive but deadbeat dads. But you gotta like really look at the concept of if there are so many deadbeat dads, and black females have had a custody at a rate of 82 to 90%. That means that these deadbeat dads lost their deadbeatism from their deadbeat moms, because there's no other place they would get it from. And all this bullshit talk about, yeah, the men weren't there. The men were alienated from the children. That's what happens 70% of the time. So I'm not gonna beat y'all to death, but I'm gonna kind of run through these videos. There's a couple of videos I'm gonna show before I get into like the main video. Just two actually. So let me get this other one out the way. Being tedious and OCD-ish back here, but I'm trying to run shit a little steep. So this is the first video I'm gonna bring up. This is a pastor. I think you guys are gonna know him. I played these next two videos before, and then we're gonna get into a couple of shorts that kind of want to just set the stage of what men go through mentally and what we're dealing with and what these boys are around that end up being the so-called men, which is just a boy that didn't die for like 20-30 years. So let's jump into the first clip. Oh, well, let me holler at the chat. Yep, got Harrison Tribe Media Group. She said, they said, okay, Mr. World Class, hard topics that need to be discussed. Absolutely. But you guys addressed it. You've been addressed it. And I'm just camelbacking off what you guys have already done. Please subscribe to her channel. Her channel is right there. It will be pinned to the top of the chat. Got Sexy Lexi, definitely her home channel. And my guy XL Pro was coming through. Appreciate y'all for coming through. So let me go and get into this video. Like I said, I played this video before. Definitely not a Christian, but I do like his message and I do like his intention on what he's explaining. Here you go.
Love is your big word. You will understand that most men never asked you to love us. We asked you to respect us. Because to us, psychologically, when you respect us, we automatically feel loved. We don't need you to buy us flowers. If you respect us, we feel loved. If you disrespect us, we feel hated.
I love this clip because it's clear and concise. I think to a man, ask any man, literally of any type of so-called race or nation, they'll say the same thing. I need respect. I don't need you to coddle me. I don't need you to be all nurturing. I just need respect. When I do something, can you act like I actually did it? Which is, I kind of really need to look up. I will, because why not? There's no reason for me not to. This is what we do here on this channel. Some of these words we're gonna, damn, got the all caps in. Some of these words we're gonna have to revisit because we don't understand. Like, I love etymology because it shows you the power. It's just like, if I'm a dope boy, I want to go to the place where you got it from. You know what I mean? So I won't have to take the bullshit price. So let me bring this website up real fast. Bam. So we see respect as a noun. Respect, right? It says late 14th century. Relationship, relation, regard, consideration. This word is, you wouldn't believe what this word really means, right? That's a word that you might want to look up. As in respect to, right? Old French, I don't know how to say it. Respect, directly from the Latin respectus, regard, a looking at, literally act of looking back. That's literally what respect means. Okay. You got some of his past particles, species serre, I think that's how you say it. Looking back at, regard, consider. From re, which means back, so I always do the etymology the same way. I always just come down here because I've been doing it for so long, which means back. Got the re right there. Then you got look at from the pa root, which is pre-Indo-European, spec, to observe. So respect is to look at, to view again, to observe, right? So we want what we have produced to be seen. That's all we're looking for. We're not looking for to feel. We're just looking for our work to be seen, right? We're looking for our worth to be witnessed. We look for respect. That's what everybody really does, what we've done. But we prioritize that we all do more than we do love. So I love what he does. And that, again, creates the mental environment that men need and little boys need because a little boy would then look at producing something, right? A little boy will look at being productive. If I know what I'm gonna get is what I'm gonna get, I value the most, right? In terms of from my environment, they're gonna pay attention and treat me consistent with how I actually operate versus how a mom wants to feel based on some conversation that she had with her friends. And none of those people are boys or men. And then they're deciding my satisfaction based off their value system and not my biological makeup as a male. All of us want to be respected. Yes, little girls bring the toy and what they've created like boys do, but they're bringing the toy like the boys do for love. The boys are bringing it for respect. I want you to see my strength, Mom, not the stuff that you're on. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at the other side. I'll play this video as well. Amen. Amen. I want to run that back one more time. I want y'all to listen to what she's saying. Like I just said, we be in these environments with these quote mothers unquote that are raising us based off how they want to feel. That's based off some TV show or some conversation with another female when none of y'all are males. And then when at the end of the day, another male has to pay for that. Has to pay for her running her motherfucking mouth on the phone to her girlfriend, acting up in the store, and getting a male to kill another male or a male to kill another female based off you running your mouth. And then you females will sit around, whether it's in the hood, whether it's in rural environments, you'll watch this bullshit behavior go. You'll contribute. You'll be a gatekeeper for that information. But if the shit happened to you, then you want to whine and whimper. But outside of that, you won't say anything. So how do you as a mom sit around and watch this habitual homicide? And how do you sit around and watch it and don't say anything? The type of arrogance you have to go, oh no, it's not going to happen to me. It's not going to happen to anybody until it happens. A lot of these black mothers in the hood is getting their children killed with their mouths. So I appreciate this lady for speaking up. I appreciate y'all watching this and keeping this shit in consideration. Y'all run y'all mouth based off how you feel, not based off what makes sense, but and what adds up. Because at the end of the day, if that gun hit that chest, then it's just math at that point. Can that ambulance get to that boy in time before he loses too much blood pressure to keep his heart pumping and his brain functioning? Feelings, stupid shit, stupid. Like you want to do this dumb feelings shit, but at the end of the day, everything in every moment, even your dumb little feelings, is dictated and prioritized by logic. The logistics of can this heavy set ambulance driver get out of Chick-fil-A, get in the ambulance, get to your baby in time that was shot because you was running your fucking mouth and you wanted a nigga, which is your child, to come and be your main nigga, and now he went down, fucked the nigga up, the nigga got up and punched and shot him with the gun. It's logistics, not your feelings. There's never a place for feelings for males, ever. It's worthless. It has no value. There's too many valuable things that can replace this stupid feeling shit. Y'all niggas y'all don't take no responsibility for the damage that y'all cause in other people's lives. I really don't. I really can't afford it. So we're gonna get into the video, the main video. I don't want to be long, but Nikki's, aka Mrs. She Said, her part is pretty long, but she said so many powerful things I couldn't cut. I barely got it out, got it down to what I got it to, because she says so many powerful things that it's amazing. So I really appreciate her in this space, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna blow up pretty soon. So they did an awesome content creator spotlight on Cheeky Banner the other day. Dope conversations. They shocked him with a bunch of videos and everything. But I definitely want to highlight them and her for what they've been doing, because I've been meaning to make a video, but I'm like, you know what? I got a little bit of time. I'll do a live, and appreciate you, love. I'm gonna drop the link in a second. I don't know if I got you on IG. I'll drop the link in a second. I'm gonna run through these, and we can, if you want to come up, just let me know, and I got you. I think you'll be doing lives on Sunday, but if you're available, I'll be dropping it as soon as I go through these little shorts on YouTube, these little YouTube shorts that I wanted to pick out that really kind of sets the stage for mental health for boys, that females create for boys. That we get into your video. So, yeah, it's just some of these things are meant for whatever they're meant for, but I know what I see when I see them. So let's rock.
Why the fuck you filming me, bro? With you? I don't know if he's with you or not. Yeah.
This is one of them little trolling shit. So the nigga that is in the Walmart, obviously you can hear him. His mic is lit, so he's mic'd up. The guy on the camera is with him, and he running a prank on this girl and this little boy who look literally identical. I'm not gonna worry about her hair. It's hard not to. It's gonna be hard not to joke her right now. I'm not gonna worry about her hair. I'm not gonna worry about her outfit, which is fucking ridiculous. But I'm gonna focus on this entirety, the mental health environment that these females create.
With you? I don't know if he's with you or not. Why the fuck you filming me, bro? Yeah, why you filming her? Bro, why the fuck you filming me? Yo, why you filming her? Hello? Bro, what the fuck you got going on, bro? Get the fuck up out of here, bitch. Yo, don't be filming her. Get the fuck up out of here, man. Don't be filming her. Don't be filming her. Get out of here. Don't make me take this vest off. Don't make me take this vest off. Bro, get the fuck up out of here, dog. Don't make me take this fucking vest.
No, that's not it. It's just, let's just scroll back, right? She built like a defensive end. Let's just start right there, right? Oh, damn.
With you? I don't know if he's with you or not.
Nate.
Why the fuck you filming me, bro? Yeah, why you filming?
So, right there is a problem. That shit crazy. She's not a part of the prank, right? And if you look at the screen and you do some counting, that's not the only black female in the screen. The girl that's ringing her up is looking like and not saying anything. But the nigga joke is to walk up on her with the camera, knowing that he can gaslight her or whatever the fuck, trigger her, just because a nigga is pointing a camera in your direction. Let me show you how stupid. This is how fucking dumb these black females are that have children. Oh my God, watch this. Just look at the fucking mentality. Look at the little boy that's behind her, I would say right arm, if the camera isn't flipped, if they didn't flip it for. So there'll be a right arm. I'm looking at the restroom sign that's against the wall, and it's readable. So the little boy is looking, he's in the cart. Now, it could be somebody else there, right? It could be, because I'm kind of seeing an arm. If you look to the far left, I'm kind of seeing an arm that looks like it's on this side of the register. So it could be somebody there, right? Let's just process it the right way. It could be somebody else there. And that's why I wanted to talk about mental health environment, because it's not just, because Mr. Palmer, shout out to Mr. Palmer, does an awesome job of showing you these baby mama terrorists. But I'm specifically looking at the mentality, the mental health environment that you create. Environment is not just the stuff around, it's the habits with respects to the stuff that's around you. Okay, so let's take a little further look. So the nigga comes up, right? The little YouTuber or whatever he is, content creator. Where he gets a vest from, who the fuck knows? So he gets a vest, points at his partner. But she ready to go. All right, so I go all the way back, right? So there's somebody there, all right? So we'll give her that. There's somebody there. Could be somebody she trusts. Let's just say it's somebody that she trusts, right? It's parents in this chat.
With you? I don't know if he's with you or not. Why the fuck you filming me, bro? Yeah, why you filming her?
So any parent right now, this is a problem. We're giving her credit that there's somebody that's there, right? But somebody can come up, say whatever they want to you, and you see somebody, nigga says, I don't know why he filming you. You look over, you see him filming you, you walk away. Granted, there's somebody that she truly trusts right there with her. But little girl, did you open your fucking mouth to say anything to the person? Here's what's dumb about this girl. She's walking to the nigga because some random person walked up to her and let her know that this nigga was filming. Hey, dumb bitch, you are fucking in Walmart. It's cameras everywhere. Do you go and punch the walls, goofy bitch? It's people walking by with their phones. Do you attack their phones and attack them? If he's filming you or he's not filming you, what difference does it make? Brown Ellie, shout out to Brown Ellie. She says she buff as fuck. She is buff. Because they built like men now. Watch this. The nigga ain't set. This the cameraman. This is the cameraman hasn't said a single solitary thing. Look at what she do. Look at what she do and look at what she do. Who she do it in front of.
Bro, why the fuck you filming me? Yo, why you filming her? Hello? Bro, what the fuck you got going on?
That's assault. That's assault. If that was a male, that's jail. Oh, you single fathers should be in there like where y'all at. That's what would happen. The nigga would be in jail for doing 100% the same action. So when you really look at who's a horrible mom, it's always black females. Because you're doing 10 times more than what we're doing, and you're still present. Just because they want to encourage that behavior. Why would they encourage the behavior or not penalize this type of behavior? Because they want this. They want somebody like you with this little boy. Because they know you're going to produce a criminal that when he do what you do, he going to watch you do it hundreds of times. When he do it, we'll lock him up for a long time. You'll make another baby. They won't lock you up. They'll lock that baby up. And they can just keep the prison pipeline going. But these are the people they want to keep giving our children to.
With you.
Chicks that's going to come dressed like she should be doing some push-ups in the house, but she's not. She's gonna be pushing the cart around for more food to look even worse. There's no, you can look at this picture and tell that little boy belonged to that lady, or that's her little brother.
I don't know if he's with you or not. Why the fuck you filming me, bro? Yeah, why you filming her? Bro, why the fuck you filming me? Yo, why you filming her? Hello? Bro, what the fuck you got going on, bro?
What's up?
Get the fuck up out of here, bitch. Yo, don't be filming her.
Physically assaulted, verbally assaulted, because he had a camera pointing in her direction.
Don't be filming her. Don't be filming her. Get out of here. Don't make me.
And this bitch is she's so in her Hulk rage, she don't even realize how this nigga's just gaslighting her and playing.
Take this vest off. Don't make me take this vest off.
Bro, get the fuck up out of here, dog.
Don't make me take this fucking vest.
What the fuck wrong with you, bro? Scary ass.
What's this?
Matt, look at that. How wouldn't you know that this nigga is playing? How wouldn't you know that? That shit crazy.
Oh, scary ass.
Don't be filming her.
Shit, bro, look at him. What the fuck?
Look at him. He doing so terrible. All he has is his camera and he's pointing it at you.
The fuck wrong with
you? Made her left her kids.
This bitch don't see the mic and shit that's on this nigga hip.
Bro, like for real, dog.
You made her left her kids.
Bro.
Yeah, he makes a joke that the cameraman made her leave her children.
Hey, come on,
No.
Look at her. Look at the passion. She got more passion to fight a nigga with a camera than to be with her baby and finish her Walmart shopping.
Ass, we'll beat your booty.
Fuck wrong with you?
He just said we'll beat your booty as a joke and she didn't catch it. And this is the awareness that is responsible for the mental health environment of our children. The nigga can come up with a game plan. Oh, we'll find a black female to do that with and it'll work.
You could bring some big energy. You don't have to have a big...
So, I love this clip. You know, it's not our people, but Brownie said roid rage. I like this clip because it's the contradiction shit that you see. But it still speaks to the mental health that males will be around. When you have the confidence, like just pay it, like I was showing saying in the live yesterday, look at the confidence that people say crazy, stupid shit. Look at the confidence.
Ass, we'll beat your booty.
Look how confident this nigga is to play games like this with a black female. But they not to be played with, but he just played with you.
Fuck wrong with you?
You could bring some big energy. You don't have to have a big...
Oh, that's big energy. That just like, I feel like that's just a way of saying like he's a cool guy. And
have you used small energy?
Probably just...
To describe what?
An asshole, a
okay.
douchebag.
Who? Who here is for body positivity?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who isn't?
For body positivity.
You are.
Yes.
How can you simultaneously say that you're for body positivity, but then also use these terms?
Because it's not actually about their body.
The reverse? Y'all would lose your if we were talking about loose energy, cavernous energy, small energy, girl energy. Like, y'all would lose your minds if guys were using these terms the same way that women use big energy, small.
I'm just curious.
Now, I mean, we see it's a ton of clips like that, right? And I don't really care about the what it said, right? I don't care about it. I honestly don't care for the lie, like the narrative, right? But it's just
Can you
this one
simultaneously say that you're for body positivity?
It's
but
just
then
this
also
one part with this little cute little brown chick. Like the shit she do with her face, like nigga, yeah, like fuck. What
You don't have to have a big.
Oh, that's big energy. That just like I feel like that's just a way of saying like he's a cool guy. And
have
then
you used small energy
Probably just
to describe what?
an asshole, a
Okay.
douchebag.
Who here is for body positivity?
Shout out to Brad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who isn't?
For body
I hope
positivity.
you are.
You see what I'm
Yes.
saying?
How?
I'm gonna go back. Just that face, like nigga.
Asshole,
What you
a
mean?
douchebag.
Who here is for body positivity?
So big dick energy, little dick energy, right? So he asks them, who here is for body positivity? Look at her. Little cute thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like nigga, like what you mean? That's motherfucking breakfast in the morning. What you
Who isn't?
For body
see?
positivity.
You are.
Yes.
How can you simultaneously say that you're for body positivity, but then also use these terms?
Because it's not actually about their body.
The reverse? Y'all would.
Because it's not actually about their body. Yeah, so when I'm calling you fat, it's not actually about your body, it's about the fact that you don't love yourself. And then you being in a way and you making it structurally challenging for us to get down the aisle. Like, would that work in that situation? Like, would that be a thing that people accept? I thoroughly doubt it.
Bang, 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 bang.
With this, I can do it, you can't do it, like little girl shit. These is gonna be these little chicks. I just want y'all to look at them. I'm gonna put it on mute. These is gonna be mothers someday, and you gonna have little so-called black girls trying to emulate this dumb shit because it's on TV. You know what I'm saying? These are gonna be mothers to some unsuspecting infant child.
Because it's not actually about their body.
The reverse.
And you see how she says something, but she's looking to her friends for confirmation.
The energy.
That dependency. You see, everything is what everybody else is doing. Every time she moves, she says something, she needs confirmation.
Cavernous.
That creates dependency. Or codependency.
That energy.
Look at her.
Dang.
Small energy. Girl energy. Like, y'all would lose your minds if guys were using these terms the same way that women use big energy, small.
I'm just.
This shit right here blows my mind. Back to y'all, cause y'all gotta do better. All y'all that's in the chat, y'all women, y'all responsible for her, right? And some of these attacks that you see these black females do, and you see these males like we showed yesterday, that they do if they end up not dying and living for like 20, 30 years, they start talking like these chicks is talking now, and then it puts you in a position if you're not that guy, you gonna get your feelings hurt. And you're gonna get your mind will eventually wear down over the time of a span of like 20 years to have this type of mentality. So this guy's probably some guy doing well, artist, entertainer, something like that. And this is the conversation she has. Let me scroll back. I don't want to
Big energy, small.
I don't want to miss one word.
I'm just curious.
Until you're ready to go to City Hall.
So they've been together for 16 years, and she wants a $250K wedding. He says no. This is why it's okay for him to say no. How do you want a $250,000 wedding and you haven't even been proposed to yet? How do you have a number like that? Where does that number come from? Where does that number come from? Where do you get $250,000 wedding from? I promise you didn't get it from a financial advisor. This is the conversation. This blows me.
Girl energy, like y'all would lose your minds if guys were using these terms the same way that women use big energy, small.
I'm just curious.
Until you're ready to go to City Hall, you're gonna be my fiance.
Don't play with me. No, seriously, like stop saying City Hall because you're getting me upset.
So stop saying City Hall because you get me upset. Why would you get upset because he says City Hall? Like, what's wrong with that? I don't get it. Like, the big thing with when these chicks talk is, where did you get that from? Stop putting that in your questions. Where did you get that from? It's going to change your life. When you ask, especially chicks, oh, I want this, I really feel like, okay, where you get that from? You're going to get tired because 9 out of 10 of them is going to say, oh, I got it from me. And that's how you're going to realize these chicks is crazy. When you start, it's not even the question. It's the how cookie cut the answer going to be when you get to 100 to 1,000. 9 out of 10 of them going to say, oh, I got it from me. How did you get it from you? And the fucking girl down the street said the same shit. Where you get that from? Where did you get 250,000? Why wasn't it 720,000? Why wasn't it 125,000? How did you get past 85,000? Why wasn't it 310? Why do you want a $250,000? What? It doesn't make any sense. How do you get to that number? You got $1 million wedding, dollar store merch. What's the difference? The same legal responsibilities, either way.
Don't play with me. No, seriously, like stop saying City Hall because you're getting me upset. I deserve to be somebody's wife.
Hold up. Let's just slow down.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, and I don't want you to keep going.
What that mean? Let's go back, cause I don't get that part.
You're gonna be my fiance.
Don't play with me. No, seriously, like stop saying City Hall because you're getting me upset. I deserve to be somebody's wife.
I deserve to be somebody's wife. What does that mean? I don't even know how to equate that. I deserve to be somebody's sheriff. I don't get it. I deserve to be somebody's landscaper. I deserve to be somebody's husband. That shit right there is crazy to me. What you saying? What based off what? Let's see if she elaborates.
$250,000. $200,000. The type of wedding you want, that's how much it costs.
Your thoughts?
What? You're bugging the we gonna invest that.
You bugging the fuck out. We gonna invest $200,000. We gonna invest. He's passionate about it. He don't got a shirt on. He mean that. He don't even wear shirts. He trying to invest. What you talking about? That's what he hit her with. Watch this.
It hasn't worked in years.
What are you saying? What you mean you deserve a $250,000 wedding and you ain't worked nowhere? What you talking about? Huh? You deserve it because he lit? How that work? Well, my neighbor been doing great at work. I deserve a fucking $100,000 vacation. But you're not fucking a neighbor. Okay. The fucking side bitch I'm fucking her real good. I guess she deserves a Hope Diamond. Like, are we just making up shit? Just cause. But see, you know what I'm saying? My problem is when I'm dealing with little viral videos and shit like this. This is probably I see VH1. I don't watch TV. I ain't watched TV since 2007, so I don't know where y'all get y'all self-worth from. Because people, especially niggas, y'all get y'all entire self-worth and identity from what's going on TV. Not based off the shit that makes sense. Like, not, I want to get money, but then I'm going to learn about money. Nah, I'm going to get money, and then I'm going to do what I see other people do with money as they're losing the money, which is crazy. So I don't be knowing what's going on, why she got a $250,000 wedding in her mind, but this is what she said.
So you have no plans on getting married?
He said, so you don't have no plans on getting married?
Let's go to City Hall.
I'm not a city.
Nigga, you want to get married? Let's go to City Hall tomorrow. I'll marry you right now. Huh. Talk your shit.
So you have no plans on getting married?
I had plans on let's go to City Hall.
I'm not a City Hall.
So what does all the lovely women in the chat that I love so much, married and not married, I appreciate all of y'all, especially Mrs. C said, because I think you're the next rising star, I really do. The way you stuff, you and what's her name, Family Values, I appreciate y'all. I'm not in this. This is me being completely 100 because it's like just being honest because my whole motto of this shit is I'm blaming everything on light skinned people and both of y'all light skinned, so that's that. But now on a serious note, y'all really kicking ass when the videos and lives that I see. Women, especially young women like Savannah in her age, need to see what you guys talk about because it's very much needed, because that's what's going to make a difference. If you want to be a manosphere, you have to find women that are going to make the change, that are in agreement with what the manosphere is saying, or willing to have a conversation. And the younger women y'all have to impart that value on the younger women. And I think Family Values is doing and saying the things that she should be doing and saying. And the content creators that's in the chat or that watches this, please check her out. Mrs. She Said is showing that, you know what, it's crazy. These chicks talk about partnerships, and I think when I think partnerships for what I think they mean, Mrs. She Said and He Said are doing it, and they're doing it together and homeschooling. They're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing what everybody attempts to do. And the thing she say, what you're about to see, is why I'm not saying it, is just wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them too. I'm still gonna blame everything on light-skinned people, even after the day. Appreciate y'all. Red Lipsticks vibe in the building. Natasha is just like the CEO of YouTube. Make everything better with her presence. I appreciate you. XO Pro. Got Mona D. Appreciate you. I need to email you because we gotta talk about that thing that we was talking about, because it's very much needed. But this mindset, and I'm gonna play this clip. I'm gonna drop it back a little bit, and I'm gonna play this clip, and I got a couple things to say about this.
She hasn't worked in years.
So you have no plans on getting married?
I had plans on let's go to City Hall.
I'm not a City Hall.
Look at how she's talking to her husband that she want to marry. You only got respect for him if you get a $250,000 something, right? Why would you yell at your husband that you want something from? Y'all don't yell at that white man. So if this is the dude that can give you the $250,000, she's telling him because he has the ability to give you $250K. He's bigger than her. He probably gave to her children. If she will talk to him like that, what do you think she'll do to a child? These uncouth, ruthless black females.
Stop saying City Hall.
Latina, whatever.
Get left. Like, I'm telling you right now. How long?
Stop saying City Hall something about to go left when you don't work nowhere.
You plan on being?
I would cuss up. That bitch would have been nigga.
Broke. All that went broke.
So you're telling, because he don't give her a $250,000 wedding, you bring out the word broke. Fellas, let me tell you something. Broke is what females fear, because they are dependent on this one shot working. We're not. And it's not society, it's just their own selves. That shit don't bother me. So I lose, I get up tomorrow. I have the genes and the strength to get up tomorrow. You lose, you're gonna cry for 11 weeks. That's your problem. Niggas not worried about being broke. I can come up any day. You have everything got to be perfect for you to actually do anything. But I'd rather, my hood shit, I'd rather be broke than to be unfixable, unrepairable, unsalvageable. So those are the words you can throw back. I'd rather be broke than unfixable, uncouth, unraveled, unfixable.
That's not broke. That's smart.
Broke people behavior.
The goofy dumb bitch that watch TV a lot. You don't think there's billionaires and millionaires that say that there's something costs too much? You ever heard of something called a negotiation of a contract? Literally in my city right now, we got Lamar Jackson, who's top 5 player in the league, former MVP, 26 years old, about to get another contract, and we're not getting the contract because the billionaire owner is saying that the millionaire, not even multimillionaire now, what he wants is too much. The billionaire is telling the millionaire what he wants is too much. Just paid him $23 million. Just paid him a total of what, $40 million over his contract since he was drafted. The billionaire is telling the millionaire that it's too much, and that's what's taking long. So, but this little girl is going in this video. I don't care how old she is. She's a child. This little girl is going to talk down to her husband or fiance about 250 and tell him that saying something costs too much is broke talk. So you'll pay $1 million for a pen then. That's basically what you're saying. You'll pay $1 million for a pen if it's on TV real good, if it's on the channels you like. Nothing can be about, when you hear people talk about broke, these are the most worthless, incompetent, financially illiterate people. I can promise you, I've had a millionaire mentor since I was 20 years old. I've been around millionaires most of my adult life. They don't say people are broke. That's not a shot. I will tell you the shit that they say, you're not good enough or you're not worth it. That's the shit they actually say. It's the little niggas around them trying to be like them that are saying broke. But they actually say, you're not good enough or you're not worth it. And it's about character. Nobody cares because all of them have stories not all of them, but most of them have stories. More than most of them have stories about coming from nothing. So they don't really care. It's just, what are you? This is the mental health environment that we are growing up under. With these child-eating bitches. I shouldn't even call them that because it ain't a dingy dog that ain't better than these fucking females in this country who kill 649 children a day. And the motherfucking I seen another stat that said 1,876 a day, which blew my mind. Just like 76 children an hour.
Smart. All right. Listen, you call it broke. You know what I'm saying? Leave and see what your ass gonna be.
Bang.
For the rule.
Bang.
60.
Bang. 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 Bang.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
And that's what you do. That's how you do that. You crush their little ass confidence and put them back in their place. I don't feel no way about it. I'll crush your confidence to a nothing. These males, even as sons, no, fuck it. Especially as sons, when your mother open her motherfucking mouth, stepping out her place, crush her fucking confidence. Yes, I said it. Learn to crush their fucking confidence. Since they want to be vicious and uncouth and evil and ruthless and when these females, your mother included, your wife included, want to step out their place and play the mouth game, that they better at the mouth game than you, crush their motherfucking confidence to a nothing. And just stay there and crush them. Because their life is, oh, you shouldn't argue with a man. That's them. Oh, I plan. I'm sorry, a man shouldn't argue with a woman. That's them having their little plans messed up. Because they plan to be able to get their shit off and no consequence come. Sit there and crush their fucking confidence. These evil ass chicks. And you quote unquote good women should want niggas to do it. Why? Because you want to have your sons and daughters to have somebody to marry. And it's gonna come from what men produce. Gotta protect your mental health environment. The 6 inches between your ears. You can't keep having fuck shit and dumb shit in your mind because the people around you, mom included, wife included, girlfriend included, can't have an identity if you up. So I'm gonna have him read off some stats, which is just, blows me at this point. Shit kills the fucking shit out of me. It's just blind boggling.
Leave and see what your ass gonna be.
For the rule. 63% of youth suicides, are from single mother homes.
So if you were a mom and you heard that stat, why would you stay a single mom?
90% of homelessness and runaway children are from single mother homes.
Put that.
So you got a 63%. I'm gonna let you hear this chick though. The 63% chance of wanting to delete yourself. You got a 90% chance, not 90%, not like that, but 63% of the people that end up taking their lives is in this environment of single motherhood. 90% of the children that end up being homeless are from single moms. And what needs to be brought up is what? The mental health environment. This is the environment. So the single motherhood is the environment that they're growing up in. And these are the numbers that you put yourself in. Like the success percentage that you put yourself in, rather. When you entertain this BS. When it's more important for you to do what your chick, do what some chicks agree, instead of doing what you and your husband agreed, or baby daddy agreed, just to get a quick little stupid feeling because you don't like the way she said that she getting something and you not getting something. See, that other video is about what she sees some other chick get. Somebody got to get a $250,000 wedding, and I got to make sure that girl she don't think she's better than me, and she get to get this, and that's all that shit is about. That shit ain't about nothing that makes sense. So you'll end up single and put your children in this position to have a 63% increase of them hurting themselves. I understand that's not like the total transference of value, but when I'm in this position, and you couple that with all the other stats he's gonna read, I'm out of 60. I'm in this range of 63% of the people that commit self-deletions. I'm in there because I got a single mother. 90% of the chance of me being homeless because I got a single mother. Because especially black females, they get evicted like it ain't nothing. If they talk shit though, number one motherfucker getting evicted.
On the mother.
85%.
So let me go back to that part. Watch this. I just can't see
the rule. 63% of youth suicides, yeah, are from single mother homes. 90% of homelessness and runaway children are from single mother homes.
You can't put that on the mother.
So the little girl who don't know the stats says what? You can't put that on the mother. The nigga is reading a stats.
85% of children who show behavioral disorders are from single mother homes. 80% of rapists with anger problems are from single mother homes. 71% of high school dropouts are from single mother homes. 70% of youths in operated institutions are from single mother homes. 80% of all the youths that are in prison are from single mother homes.
That shit is crazy. You judge a tree by the fruit it bears. You judge a tree by the fruit it bears. So to promote single motherhood is to promote genocide.
So how are you going to blame the woman?
Well, he didn't blame guys, why is your immediate reaction you're blaming the woman when he's just reading a stat?
So I just want to run through this. We're gonna get the to Mr. She Said video because she said some powerful stuff in here that I just can't wait to get to. I ain't gonna say that a lot to you. So you know the videos that come up, man. The type of environment that they create and putting men in and children, because this is a perfect example. He about to get paternity test read, and I love that they have this zoomed in on his face. Cause watch what he go through, man. Let me just play this, and we're gonna get into the next. We're gonna get into the main video.
Are not the father. And that's for the best.
He ate that. He ate that. Just ate it.
Yes, honestly, it's for the best because he has only stayed this long so that he could get whatever benefit he's getting out of it. But honestly,
This bitch said whatever benefit he was getting out of it. That shit crazy. What benefit was he getting out of being lied to?
Wait. Taking care of a 3-year-old child. I am disgusted that you would perpetrate this lie on this man during your entire pregnancy up through a delivery room. Let him.
Do he look healthy? Do he look healthy? He looked like he just lost something. So if he just lost something, and I don't know if the child is a boy, what do you think? Let's just say the child is a boy. What do you think? What type of mental health environment did the little boy just get if that just happened? And the little boy had no clue what's going on. What he's known as a father is now gone. Does he look healthy?
Cut the cord on a baby. I know you know good and well that wasn't his child. I could tell by the look on your face.
See, it's that part for me. Y'all be knowing that these chicks know who the dad is and who the dad isn't. Let her elaborate.
I know you know good and well that wasn't his child. I could tell by the look on your face today. He was more nervous than you were. Sometimes I have to get up here as a judge and give what I think, but right now, I'm gonna tell you what I think as a woman. Now, you sitting up there and you got a cute face, but you got ugly ways.
Amen.
Was Mr. Rogers trying to warn us?
Well, I had to put this in because I want to shout out Mr. Rogers because Mr. Rogers be on shit. But again, the mental environment, I had to add this part because this is an added element to being a parent now. And this is an added element to our environment. So just, leave your comment after you watch it. I'm not going to elaborate. You guys already know what it is. I don't fool with the alphabet shit. I don't care nothing about it. But, yeah. Yeah, you know what, Natasha? That's it. That's what hit. He had a dream and a whole full plan for this. He had dreams for that child and a plan for that future. That's why he hurt like that. It's a fact. It's an absolute fact.
Listen.
I'm very much concerned, as I know you are, about what's being delivered to our children in this country. Boys are boys from the beginning. Girls are girls right from the start. Everybody's fancy, everybody's fine, your body's fancy, and so is mine. Because sometimes children think that they might change. They might have to change after a while. And, we laugh about that now, but it's because we had that concern when we were little.
Yeah, because you're really not sure. You thought maybe you'd become a girl or the girl would become a boy, right?
Exactly.
Happens frequently out here.
Only girls can be the mummies. Only boys can grow up and be the daddies. Yes, sir. Or a girl can be someday a lady, and a boy can be someday a man.
Was Mr.
See, that's self-explanatory. I'm an 80s baby, so y'all can imagine how old that was and how ahead of the game he was. Who knows what he's seen? But we got to have these conversations now. And that environment may not seem like that. This may not seem like a serious environment. A serious attack on your environment, but identity is everything. You have to have some solid foundation on what you are. And when they're trying to tell our children that they can be a chicken sandwich because they feel like it, to prey on the insecurities that you're going to naturally have as a child, we got to prevent that. And then the problem with what I said is there can't be no we with a lot of these mothers because they want to be the only one. And this is kind of like to end it on a strong note, to kind of, before we get into the video, to encourage people to really do what these boys need you to do, and not what you want to see and what outfit you want to see him in, and all this other goofy stuff that don't have nothing to do with being a man. It doesn't lead up to a successful husband, right? So as mothers, you want to see your son be a good husband. So those some foundations that you're going to need that only men that are seasoned, that have been to war, can teach them. We have a different mindset. I go about things completely different. I talk to my son different from most other people because I've been to war. Not over there in Afghanistan, but I've been to war on fighting for my own masculinity before it was a thing. Like, I'm not letting nobody get in my mind under any circumstances. I got enough problems by myself. I'll kill you, you come into space. Check this out.
Every single boy still has aggression in him, still has this desire to be rough and tumble. But when they haven't been given the opportunity to be rough and tumble with the dad because dad has been declawed and defanged, and now this young boy has been declawed and defanged, it shows up as passive aggressiveness. What would happen if you took your boy at a young age and put him into jiu-jitsu? You put him into some active sports where there was combat, there was conflict. You would now have a young boy who's more confident and capable. You would now have a boy who has tested himself against others in his age group and knows his capabilities and capacities. You would have a boy who knows how to give feedback in a scenario where there's conflict. But when that boy has not experienced any of those things, he grows up to be a man-child who is passive-aggressive, a nice guy, backstabbing, unable to communicate his thoughts, emotions, and feelings, and soon gets put in this category of, oh, he's a nice guy, but I wouldn't date him or marry him.
All right, so we're about to get into the video. Please hit the like button, share and subscribe, comment below after the stream ends. please tell me your thoughts as she's talking. I'm gonna be interjecting, but I really want people to hear her. Link to this live is in the description. Link to Harrison Group is in this description. This particular live was on Mr. She Said channel. I think that is what's pinned to. If it's not, I think it's the Harrison Group. Shout out to Savannah. Yeah, Harrison Group Media. I'm sorry, Harrison Tribe Media Group is what's pinned to the top. But like I said, this live is also linked in the description. So let go.
Willing to acquiesce. You're willing to sub to his mission. Stop trying to change people. A man know what he want, and I don't think he's gonna pretend in a wife. Oh, they'll pretend as long as they hitting it. I mean, come on now. Man gonna be a man. Just like now, women are gonna be women because they want to be men, so they doing the same thing. Stop pretending it's not happening. But the women who want to be wives, pay attention. Pay attention. And there's many women I've seen coming up, take on this role of being a mother, but yeah, they don't. They don't. You get tired, you get lazy, overwhelmed, understandable. Still your job. Suck it up. Find other women to build with who are gonna create positive feedback and not help you be a victim. Because again, we make these conscious choices to be parents, to be a mother. You made it consciously. You did it. Don't make excuses to be lazy. Pan them off to somebody else. Or your excuses in your childhood of why you can't do or can't do this, can't do that. Please, it's not about you no more.
Amen.
Because what I'm seeing is shameful. These little babies, y'all dressing them up like little baby dolls with lip gloss and puckering up in the screen and shit. That shit is not cute.
Absolutely.
It is not cute. There are people who are attracted to your children. And women, you are no different. I've been watching y'all be all loved up on little boys ever, all my life.
Listen, hold up. You in the chat. Listen, you here. Ain't no. We can. I still want to go through it, but yeah. I'll tell you that when you said that was, oh shit. Let me stop what the fuck I'm doing. Let me listen to, cause y'all don't talk about this. These men are whores, choose better, dudes better. This nigga choice was took when the chick put her hand on his dick when he was 6. Choose better, choose better. He took a choice. It's trauma between him and choice. Like it's just supposed to work. Like sometimes your phone won't work because the data, you got a data error. Nigga got a data error because the woman his mom trusted put her finger in his ass to get back at the dad because she wanted to fuck the dad. Those stories don't come up. Ooh, it is Sunday, ain't it? Mrs. She says, and most mothers are idiots. I said what I said. Right, just to be saying it. Mrs. She says, my brother in elementary school had a resource teacher who was in love with him. Oh my God. At maybe 9 to 10 years old, told our mother, that's a fact. They be getting touched on. Nobody gives a fuck though. But y'all need to do better. Y'all, it be y'all men. I hear you. I hear you. It's a boy that didn't die for 20 years. It's okay for y'all to be traumatized because a man's so much powerful than them when they were raped his children. How much power does a 10-year-old boy have over a 30-year-old female who's 200 pounds? Oh, he don't get that though, because he get muscles and he get, outfits and he get to wear the boy clothes and she don't, so he should be, I don't know how that logic works. I can't even finish it.
Like, I don't even have a time period on it. Anybody got a cute little son? Oh, he's my little boyfriend. And oh my goodness, I know you got a whole bunch of girlfriends. And yeah, y'all don't do that to little girls.
That's a fact. I just said this the other day. Well, you seen, if y'all that watched the stream yesterday, you seen what we were talking about. And I mentioned this. I'll mention it again. You'll see a dude, And I think I text this, I put this in the chat during her live. You'll see a dude look at a 16-year-old and go, oh, that 16-year-old, she fat. And she will literally physically be fat. But you'll treat this nigga like he a pedophile, and rightfully so. But you will watch a 20-something, 30-something-year-old girl go, oh, hey, this my boyfriend, rub on his back. Hey, boyfriend, pick him up, put the damn baby on her titties, kiss him in the mouth, and don't nobody say a motherfucking thing. Yep, and just like you just put. But then when you get older and you realize it can't be even, and men are bigger, faster, and stronger, you want to start talking about double standards, but you don't bring that shit up. That it's okay for a boy to be fucking raped and sexualized by these predators that this system and society force us to be around. Because whenever she feels like the man is a threat and she can take the child, the government gonna give him to her. Just cause, not cause they qualify. Just cause the government know that the man is gonna make more money, that's what you're mad about, and they can get more child support. If the child is with the mom more than the dad. Because men make more money than females. Because we do more. And our risk is higher. So that's the, we burst the bubble. You only have your child, and females are only thought, this is it, bonded, limited to this and this only. The only thing, the reason the mom is thought to be good enough for the, better for the child, not because of breastfeeding, because you can look at most of these chicks are not breastfeeding. It's only because it'll make judges more money for the child to be with the mother. I mean, to be with the mother than the father. That's why. Not because you're good enough. Nobody gives it. Y'all the number one. Y'all the worst child abusers in the history of the planet. You're not good at being mothers. You talk for 60 years about how bad fathers is. It's gonna be a bad next couple of years for y'all. You can rape a child. Jesus Christ. It's okay. So it would. So what a boy says is, what a boy gets to see is, it's okay for him, for somebody to stick, it's okay for somebody to grape him, but he can't even so much talk back to any of these females. He can't say nothing, because their feelings is more important than his safety. Okay. So what do you think is going to happen when you tell a boy, yes, everybody else's feelings is more important than their safety? And then now they're 17, and they lived 17 years of that. What's going to happen then? What happens if he just give you back what he been getting for the last 17 years? What happens with that? Let's find out.
Y'all create the dynamic.
Amen.
Be mindful of how you're talking to children, little boys. Shit ain't cute. They ain't sexy.
That's a clip right. Tell me. Just listen.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Wasn't playing any of the fucking games. I'm glad she just. I've been waiting for a woman to just come out in public and say what she just said. Y'all have no idea. Ah, Jesus Christ. I ain't seen no woman on this internet say nothing more important than what she's saying. Because this shit's so casual. It's not, y'all be like, oh, it's other things that happen in the grape. It is so casual and okay for these fucking females, grown-ass women, to sexualize little boys and dress them like just the thought that these chicks dress little boys like the nigga they want to fuck don't bother nobody. I've never seen no other woman, after I say it's not, because I ain't checked search all on the internet. I haven't searched on every inch of the internet. I have seen no other woman other than Nikki say little boys ain't sexy. How can a fucking little 5-year-old be sexy to you? But we look at these men as fucking predators, like the nigga Aaron O. But she can look at a toddler. Like I always say, these chicks don't want to be mothers. They want some shit that can't tell them no. Want some predator shit. Y'all fire for this. I appreciate this. I'm telling you, I appreciate it. Gotta get you on Mr. Palmer channel. Get them numbers up.
They hear these terms and phrases very young. Y'all are kind of disgusting with it. I said it. It's disgusting.
It is.
Little girls and little boys are not sexy.
That's a fact. Both of them.
Oh, my son here.
Type both of them in the chat. BOFFUN. Both of them. Little girl, a little fucking baby girl ain't fucking sexy.
It's sexy. He a sexy little thing. No.
Thank you. Hold on, let me go back.
No,
I'll
he
interrupt her.
said it. It's disgusting. Little girls and little boys are not sexy. Oh, my son, he is sexy. He a sexy little thing. No. No, he not. He a little goddamn boy. He don't even know he a boy like that. He don't know he different from a little girl until you tell him, until he sees it. Y'all are simple. Creating this dynamic with these children. Children who cannot consent.
That's hold on. We talked about that yesterday a lot, right?
Bang, 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 bang.
We talked about that shit a lot yesterday. Like it shouldn't be extended into teens and preteens. They can't be consenting to fucking a child. Harrison Tribe Media Group says Rihanna just said it about her son and added the I don't care to top it off. Oh, so she said her son is sexy and she don't care. Got it. But y'all, when I told you I thought that I don't like her, she's a demon. Y'all told me I was tripping. There's something demonic about y'all. I have it in my live when we brought it up. I've talked about this chick. It's something about her I don't like. I don't like that little girl, and haven't never liked that little girl. She look fucking awkward. It's like a demon. Thank you for confirming it. I knew something's wrong with that fucking evil little bitch. I don't like that. I push that bitch in traffic. I don't like her. She's demonic. I know I wasn't tripping.
Shame on y'all.
It's a fact.
I gotta come out here and see the trauma and nurture these children. I have no problem with that. And this is how we all should be. And that is like, I would say is the epitome of being a nurturing female. Our children, they are the most important. They are important. Educating them, modeling a particular behavior, learning to control ourselves. If we are out of control, it's something that you need to learn to control so you can not create that same dynamic for your children. It's hard. You got to reflect.
Natasha, these chicks is out here gang raping these babies. They selling their daughter's vagina. They're knowingly letting their homegirl babysit their little boy and turn him gay. And or their homegirl and it's a nigga. They literally they know that these gay males are molesting their children, and they'll do it just to get back at the dad. Cussing, swearing, saying cuss words. They'll cuss them fucking children out in McDonald's line. They'll cuss them out in front of the doctor, lawyer, police. They don't give a fuck. Swearing? They'll slap the shit out of a child in the bank. They don't give a fuck about these children. They want some shit they can't tell them no. That's the epitome of their existence.
Reflect on your shit, your foolish behavior, your bad decisions. Be transparent with your children. Start it early. Y'all be trying to wait too long to give them information. Little girl shouldn't be her first time coming to you, tell you she got her menstrual. It's like, oh girl, here, this is when you're talking about it. Soon when they get it, y'all are fucking idiots. Bad parenting, bad mothering.
He rolled for that, baby.
And I'm standing on that because I have grown women who tell me their mothers did not teach them.
Shout out to Realistic Vibe.
So we're
baby, what's going on there, baby?
Continuing this cycle. Stop. Read a fucking book. Teach your daughters about their vaginas.
Yeah.
And if there's no man in the house, attempt to teach your boys about their penises. Penis, vagina, real terms, real biology, anatomy.
I
bang, 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 bang.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
You are watching a master at work.
Anatomy. Stop showing them shame. We teach them that so early. Make up fake names for their shit, for their body parts. You're teaching them shame. You don't even realize it. Why you can't say vagina? What's so hard about saying that?
Amen.
Penis, testicles, breasts. Oh my God. Nobody's going to strike me for that. All them derogatory terms, they grow up and they learn them, and it's like, what's that? What? Oh. We're forgetting to educate them along the way.
And along with that is, I think with the undertone of what she's speaking with is just, you would think it'd be a common thing, but watch Mrs. She Said talking and go look at these average chicks, and you'll see that they lack empathy. They really do not look from their child's perspective. They just include the child in their shopping. They include the child in their consumer experience. They use these children as an extension of their consumer experience. But they're not really looking from the child's perspective. And it's not looking from a child's perspective. It's looking from their child's perspective, which is, what have you shown them? What are they going through? What will things be in the future if I keep saying PP and ding ding and all this other shit? What are you showing them? That's the shit, like, I get on people about health. Like, a nigga will get his health together because I drag him online. Like an angry man. I drag this nigga online about his health. But you piece of shit, asshole, why the fuck wasn't your family and your wife and the people depending on you good enough for you to get your goofy ass the fuck up in the morning and do what the fuck you supposed to be doing? And having your little girl, little boy look at you being an asshole and say fuck them every day. What are you showing them? How to shorten your lifespan in front of their face like it's cool? They want to talk to them about being responsible? How that work? Empathy. Understanding that this little 6-year-old, 5-year-old is just a small adult, a small human being. I treat my son like he's meat. He just happened to be short. He needs everything. His body is made out of 102 minerals, just like I am. He needs oxygen, just like I do. He needs time to grow, just like I do. He needs to learn, just like I do. His memory works just like mine do. He got the same amount of brain cells, just like I do. He's just 6, and I'm 37. That's it. And I can't go to the time store and rewind it. He needs respect like I need respect. He got to learn how to manage tomorrow's challenges just like I do. That's empathy. You don't need to be a woman to do that. You don't need to have cute little stupid songs playing for that. You don't need to be crying for that. Yeah, I've been here before. I've been here for 37 years. You're pretty much going to have to do the same stuff I'm doing. You're just short. It's going to have to be relative to your size and the things that you have to do as a 6-year-old today. And that's it.
And I think many women think, they're just going to learn it. They're going to learn it because they're just watching me. No, they're not. You have to tell them. You have to instruct. You have to show. You have to model it. Breasticles.
That was me trolling.
It's a shame. It is, I have to say. Having children, it's important for them to know who they are. And the first step is knowing the anatomy of their body. I think they would be more confident as young human beings to have that type of information. We think they just know. No, they don't. What's this say? Indeed. I went on a tangent. I apologize.
I appreciate
but, you.
I thank you. So to the young content creators, it's okay. Sometimes going on a tangent will make a real moment when you're saying real shit. And, like we say, real recognize real. Some dope shit, man, that she said here, bro. I just... it's a lot more, but that part, as soon as it hit me, I was just ready for the rest. And it's just more value.
It's in my being. Let me tell you, especially when it comes to these babies.
That's clear.
And I've always been like this.
So this is what I'm saying. Like when you watch Savannah's live, I don't have to. Link is in the description if y'all want to come up. Definitely free to come up. Not in the description. I think I put the stream y'all in the chat if y'all can find it and repost it. If you want to come up, but like with the chick Chantel Simone, if somebody came to a woman that don't want to delete their children, and you ask them, you're not coming at Mrs. She Said and saying she did something that she didn't do. Like, it's okay. You're not doing that. You can tell. Women that love children, they reek of it. It's in their speech. Chicks that don't give a fuck, they reek of it. It's in their speech.
Nothing changed.
Not Maxwell.
Whitney, the children are our future, y'all. We got to do better. You know, even if we can't muster it up for ourselves, we got to do better for them. So, because the world don't care about our children as much as we do. But I'm getting to the point where I don't even know if we care about our children.
Bang, 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 bang.
Dom the Mongo. Dom the Mongo. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
You are watching a master at work.
These women don't want to be wives.
It's something. I'm gonna show y'all a video because you know we've always been tested with what would you do type situations. We've been having this for years, right? So there's a camera looking and seeing what's happening. See what these people think about helping your kid if your kid in trouble.
This right here, this is shit that set me off. Today's your birthday? Huh. Okay. Bet we'll drop your cash app in the chat. We'll run across the screen. Happy Earth Day. That's what I always say. Yeah, this right here pissed me off. Like, this shit was crazy, man. Not them that are doing the skit. It's just the niggas just walking by. This shit crazy right here. Look at the man. Look at him. Look at this nigga. That shit right there crazy. He didn't do nothing. Look at that. Look at this environment. One may say that's too far as a skit. No. That shows that we haven't gone far enough as a people. We the ones that's short, not that skit. That don't make any sense, bro. That shit right there is crazy. That shit right there is crazy. Crazy. Oh God.
It's a damn disgrace. Yes. Humans.
It's a fact. It's just algorithms.
We've always told our children, you know, you're special. You're very special to us. But you get out in that world, you ain't special. You are not special. Everybody does not have your best interests at heart.
You know why? Because they NPCs. They're not algorithms. They're malgorithms. They're just little fucking negative datas.
And that's a social experiment that's happening a lot, showing how easy it is for somebody to snatch up a child or grown person. And nobody does anything. Nobody does anything. It's very sad. Hey, Truth, how you doing, brother? It's very easy, too, because we are all desensitized. We don't care. It's not happening to me. Not even a second look. What y'all think about that?
I think we are the mental health environment of us as a people, and that men have allowed females to create, and it's not just the guys that are actually the ones that have been accosted by them, but it's just these people that are supporting them as well, and the ones that see something and don't do enough about it or do anything, however you say it, have created an environment where it's just you're desensitized to child abuse, because this stupid ass country is based off child abuse, and everybody act like they don't know that. And that's it seems like a stretch, but when you've been through sales and you see how money is actually transacted, and you know it's based off ignorance, and you think about how can somebody be ignorant for 20 years, instantaneously you should be thinking trauma. And they got trauma for 20 years, that means they got it as a child, more than most likely. And if they got it as a child, what environment existed as a child? An environment that existed for about a good 82% of us, so-called white or so-called black, is the females have had custody of the children at a rate of 80 to 92%. So who is traumatizing all of these children? So let me go back to the sales thing. The sales thing is knowing that people don't make logical decisions to make purchases. They make emotional ones. They make emotional decisions. Logical decisions will have you not buying a mortgage because you know how law works. Check out Jerome Daly. I forgot the year where he won the case. Let me show you what emotions is. All right, I'm gonna bring this up on the screen. No, we do over here. We back up stuff. I really need you guys to pay attention and just accept facts when you see them. I don't benefit from this website. This is not my website. I don't have no etymology course. I don't get any money from doing this at all. This is what the word actually means. Emotion, noun, from the 1570s. That means from the 1560s and back, this wasn't a thing. And when it became a thing, what emotion actually is a social moving. A social moving, aka word of mouth, stirring up, agitation. You see that? That's what this word actually means. It does not mean love, happiness, and joy. That's why most of the word is motion. From the French word, only Natasha knows how to say it correctly, stir up. From its Latin, what is it? Amuare. I'm gonna say that. Move out, remove, agitate. Right? From X is out. From muare, to move. The power root, move, to push away. This is what your emotions at its core from the power root pre-Indo-European means, to push away. Your emotions push away. Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. And what do we do with our money? We push it away. So people make logical decisions when it comes to money, not emotional ones. This is what the word means. So that means this is what emotions are. And you grow up in a place nowadays and when we were younger where everything is about emotions. Nothing is about anything that makes any sense. Word of mouth to generate some type of funding of something. Then they got this dumb shit called emotional intelligence. Well, your emotions is this. This is your emotional intelligence. This is not intelligent. I understand this is one word. You still got to go. I got to deal with. I get it. But this is the reality of everybody's self-worth, identity, and value system. It's something that doesn't exist. Happiness, love. What do you get? Strong feelings. It's not. It's not even a thing. It comes from when? 1650. And feelings by 1808. But what did it start as? This. So they switched it from here to here. So this tells you what? This is the root of it. That's why it says root right here. This is what the word means. This is a sense. So this doesn't mean this. That's what that means. It's sense of. Strong feeling is not a meaning. It doesn't mean any of these things. You understand? I'm telling you this because I've been through sales and I understand law. This is the environment you grow up in. People keep trying to sell you emotions to get you to move, to stir you up, to agitate you, so you can push something or something can be pushed away. If I take it from you, I'm a criminal. If you give it to me, I win. I'm not telling y'all stuff for no reason. Hold up. You see? That's what the word means. She said, shout out to the French colonization. You see? I didn't make that up. It's not my website. I don't get the ads that's in there. I don't get nothing from that. That's what the word means. So we grew up in this freaking environment that's fake. Emotions this, emotions that, emotions this, emotion that, emotional intelligence. When the word you're using it's devoid of intelligence. It crushes children and it kills little boys. Because at the same time you're telling the boy to be emotional, it's agitating. You're pushing them away with your feelings and with your fake emotions. That's why they want to get the fuck away from you. You know what I'm saying? And then they come this. Lack of emotion meaning what? No stirring up. Then they be in the house lazy. I don't know. I try to help. I don't know what else to tell you. Proof is in the... I'll back up what I say.
These people out there care about your children?
No. Nope.
Social experiments. They luring the kids. The kids are so...
What do you think this is? That's exactly what this is. Social experiment.
They go with strangers. Not talking to your kids. Try it. Try your own little social experiment with your children and see if they'll go with the damn stranger. Try it. You gotta have these discussions because they are easily influenced. They like instant gratification. And pedophiles know exactly what they like. And they will dangle it in their fucking face like a damn carrot for a horse.
This is somebody that's aware. This is somebody that's aware. The predators know what your baby's like. You know how they know what your baby's like? Because what your baby's like is based off this. It's not based off reality. It's based off this. So I don't have to, your culture and your household don't matter. Because if you're telling your children that this is important, then if that's important, then this is important. Let me wrap it back so it can be right next to each other. If emotions is important, then this is important. The likelihood that they want to run away or throw away your principles is high because you told them to do this, which is a social moving, steering agitation. Move out, remove, agitate. I didn't make these people put these words here. I didn't make them do that. I didn't write this. These good white people put these words here. Y'all king. They put this here. I didn't make them do that. They put this shit. The reason I constantly keep putting this in front of you is this is your white king telling on himself. I'm fucking manipulating y'all. I'm telling y'all stupid shit that don't make no sense because I know you don't read. Y'all don't read. You're not gonna look back this far because you gotta make sure you get you make sure the girl don't get more stuff than you, and the nigga don't wear a chain that you can't wear. So you gotta hurry up. You're not gonna look back this far. You can't even remember what you did last week. You're definitely not gonna look back this far. And then you only had to remember it because the damn website is obviously being paid for to stay the fuck up. So there's that. And again, sense is not a meaning. The only meaning for this word is this. This is a sense. That's not a meaning. So I don't know how much more clear I could be with that, but I did my best.
Very calculating. They pay great attention to the children who are not getting attention. You have to be mindful. You have to teach them. Because other people do not care. Everything in this modern fake culture is false selfishness. Let that sink in. Yeah, you know. And it's our fault. We need to do a better job at equipping our children.
That's a
With
fact.
the tools, the knowledge, the resources to navigate in this society. And each one of us live in different areas and environments. And they are unique. And they should be fully aware of what's happening. Most children don't watch the news. They don't care about none of that. I'm sure. Breathe, B9. Breathe, brother. It's real.
Let's final shoot. Let's everybody take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath. If that's still on your heart, because that shit bothered me for a minute. When I seen people not looking, everybody just appreciate you, Nikki, for giving us that moment. Just that shit made me mad. I was hot for like the rest of the day when I watched that shit. I'm like, yo, bro. That's why I don't be watching shit other than the shit I want to watch, because when that shit come in, man, I see people just being so ignorant like that, and then like, look, can you imagine looking at people that's on the sidewalk putting their outfit on? They want to be seen, they want to be liked, and they watch a child get hurt and they don't do nothing about it. So why are you valuable if you won't protect the child? To me, if you won't protect the child, I don't care nothing about you. I think you're worthless. I couldn't give a fuck about nothing you did in life. You're a piece of shit to me. I honestly don't fucking listen. I think you garbage. I think the most despicable piece of shit in the world is a person that murders a child, and obviously the rest comes second. All the other things. I think and then if you won't protect the child, you mean nothing. I don't care if you can invent infinite energy. If you won't protect one child, you are worthless to me. That's just how my mindset is. It's non-negotiable. You're a piece of shit. Oh, he saved the whole nation financial situation. I don't give a fuck about that. You won't save a child, you're worthless. What won't you do? You're spineless. I don't care nothing about you. Fuck you. Die.
It's real out here.
That.
Before the pandemic, I am extremely afraid of dogs. I'll tell the owner real quick, don't tell me, my dog don't bite. Yeah, don't tell me that shit. I don't want to hear that.
So for her birthday, don't send her no puppies.
I'm one of them people. I dropped off Maddie at her first grade class, and I'm on my way to get in my car, and I hear some kids screaming.
You're welcome, love.
I double back, look down the alley, and they being attacked by two little pit bulls. They was probably like 8 months old, but they were pits. They was being attacked, and they was screaming. And I had to go run down there. I absolutely did not waste any time. I took flight, went down there, snatched them by their collar, threw them over the fence, all of that, pushed the gate up against there, kind of yelled at the little boy because he's hanging on the fence and his baby sister is fending for herself. So I kind of reprimanded him a little bit, but I took them back to the school. My fear did not stop me from saving those babies. And I was afraid.
You made me choke. You don't like dogs, but you want them big old dogs? Some big dogs there. That's a lion, matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it.
I didn't know how big they were till I got down there, and they was little, and lucky enough, they didn't jump at me to, start attacking me, but I just, I manhandled them a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. And, the door to the owners was open, and I'm screaming in there to tell them to come out and get their effing. I mean, I was going off, but nobody came, and, I just took the children and I went back and took them into school and let them know what happened. But, we need more people like that. I want to know that my children are going to be protected by somebody if they're out there without our protection. And, I'm not convinced. Not of all that I see and the grooming that we are doing as parents to our children. Parading them on. The social media is amazing. And in other countries, it's not allowed. But here, we're frivolous with it. We are giving the ammo to all of the pedophiles, giving them so much free porn, with their clothes on, all of that. They take it all.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
We know better, especially as females, as women. Grooming. Thinking it's okay. It's not. Sorry. Shame on y'all.
Shame. Type hashtag shame in the chat.
These kids are going to grow up and look back and probably have so many gripes about what you put on there of them, because it's going to be on there forever. Punishing them on social media. Disciplining and reprimanding them. That's something that's been a lot in abundance lately. You women are ignorant as hell. You're going to videotape reprimanding your child and then post it?
Here.
Goofy. With attention.
Gosh, something wrong here.
I don't know if that's punishment for the child. It's going to be some issues with that child psychologically, I'm sure, from it.
Bang, bang.
But you look like a damn fool. It's not acceptable. In my opinion, a good, great mother. Told to me by others. I don't put myself on a pedestal. It's amazing. And we think it's so okay. Just watching this morning, just looking for some material, and I wouldn't dare put these babies' images up here for y'all to see. But the prancing and the dressing them up and the baby hairs and the lip gloss and the jewelry and the music behind it. Y'all losing y'all damn minds.
Amen.
And every time I see it, I'm gonna start reporting it. I think it's inappropriate. You got 100 million, you got 100,000 likes, and you have 10,000 saves of your baby. They're gonna get a modeling gig? Is that what we're looking for? Do it the right way, you lazy bitches. Do it the right way. Get a photo shoot with a professional and go out and get the work.
Bang, bang.
This is not the way.
Bang.
They have no consent. No consent.
Hold on. Hold on. You guys.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Not on my property. Not around my niggas, he can't.
I don't know if that's good teaching. Women already don't want to be wives and mothers. What the hell are we raising? Little Barbie dolls? When there's an opportunity, pass them off. Have y'all not seen it? These young entertainers, they be passed off. They're passed off to these grown people.
That's a fact.
In this industry.
That's a fact.
Grooming. Mage is in the building. Hey, Deaf Mage. I hope all is well. Y'all be going in. I'm a little upset. Jeez. I get so emotional, baby.
Not the song to go with it.
Because when I look at all the comments, I see all the praise from all the other women on there. Oh, your baby's so cute. And then you get all these sexies. And oh my God, wait a minute.
Right. Y'all women see that and don't check that shit. That shit crazy. But let a nigga post. Your baby sexy. That shit, saying that shit crazy to me. But I've been trained to accept that. But it's okay to see a female say it. Y'all don't see. As a man, I got this side. Let me put my face up. As a man, I got this side. What I need y'all to do is deal with what Mrs. She Said is doing. I need y'all to deal with that. Women, I'm talking to y'all. I need y'all to hold these women accountable about all forms of child abuse and child deletions that's going on. If y'all can do that part, when you do that part, you're doing the most important part of this process. So I'm giving to you the most important process, the most important part of any process that we're gonna have to get up out of this. You have the most important part, and that's stop the bleeding. We have a lot of emergencies. right? We're in a dire situation. The first thing we need to do is stop the bleeding. So the literal, physical, tangible bleeding of the babies and the trauma that's being created, you can stop that part as much as possible by calling these hookers out, whether it's on a Facebook post, at the salon, in the sub shop, in the little food spot, in the grocery store, at the hardware store, at the cookout. Stop making it okay for children to be fucked up. Give me 1 second. Oh, my bad. Dad stuff. I was dadding. 1 second. No. Drop my damn cord from my headphone. Y'all gotta stop the bleeding, man. Cause y'all in these spaces with these women watching this shit happen, and they're using you as like some confidant or some fucking assailant. They test the shit, saying the shit in front of you, and y'all don't call that shit out. And that is a serious problem. Y'all on the front lines. You can do the most, you got the most important job. Be the eyes and ears of righteousness in those crevices and in those places where men can't hold them accountable, where you can't. Stop the bleeding. Please.
We support the shit. We think it's okay. Yes, our children are beautiful. Yes. It's not for us to parade them around to get a like or a deal or a possibility. Exposing them to too much. You're teaching them the wrong things. I wonder if these children are equipped with phonics.
Hello, motherfucker.
Do they know their vowels? Can they read sight words?
Amen.
Do they know their mommy's phone number? Do they know their mommy's name? Or daddy's name? Something else we don't teach our children. What's your mommy's name, mommy? What's your daddy's name, daddy?
If they get caught up somehow, all they know is mommy and daddy. You can't help them. I've been telling my son, because man, we got the same name since he was an infant, and the boy will fight me. He said no. He tell me no, I'm not daddy. I'm not. His name is Migu'el, so we both named Miguel. But he says, I say, what's my name? Daddy. I was like, no, my name Miguel. He said, no, it's my name. He get it now, but I've been doing that the entire time. It's funny as I don't know. We has a lot of funny conversations. It's hilarious that he would not accept it. So I did too good of a job to let him know I'm his dad, but I actually have a name. But it is important, you know. And then the phone number, and then potentially not potentially, but the address and things you have to entrust your safety kind of to your child for them to be safe. So it's a lot to think about, and it's a lot to do. It's not like work. It's like being a dad, being a mom is no different from being you have to be at a genius level. It requires a genius on both parts, because you have this little genius being born. It takes two of you. A genius created the possibility to create. Yeah, the address is a must. Yeah, they got to know the address. I know it's a risk but you got to also teach them you can't tell everything to everybody, and you got to trust yourself in the process, and that's just what it is. Drilling in them every car ride, just getting it in, and you know they'll get it eventually. Like I make a song out of it. So it works. It's work. You gotta work, man. It takes a lot of thinking to I don't know if y'all religious or not, and that's fine. Yes, the Food Channel full name, that's a fact, because that's what the police and some of the authorities or whoever can help them is going to need to know. You know what I'm saying? And whether it should be like that or not is irrelevant to the fact it is, and we need to put fail safes in place to keep them safe. Like the number one objective for this channel is to establish a standard to protect children from everybody that means them harm and everything. I'm starting with females and women because I've looked at the numbers, and they're getting hurt with women more than they're getting hurt with men. It's not even close, to be 100% with y'all. Y'all not the type of women that do that, so we can have an adult conversation. We can move forward. We can talk about these type of things. But I'm not talking about this type of thing with a tyranny who think it's okay for her to fuck up her child. There's so many things that, so there is so much risk, and that not implementing skill keeps the risk on us, and that stresses us out as parents. And then it also stresses us out as parents when you want to be a single parent. I'm not a single parent. I got a homeboy. He's a dad. I will never be a single parent because I can go ask another dad. Cut that single mother, single parent bullshit the fuck out. Single dad shit, cut that shit out. That shit's stupid. You illiterate. You don't know how to read. I hate that shit. You just as dumb as a damn baby.
Idiots. Your child get lost, they don't even know your damn name.
Goofy here.
That's a fact.
That's how I feel. Absolutely. They should know your name. What's your mommy name, Nikki? What's her real name? Vernice. Gotta teach it.
And if you was more proud of your name and the name you'd have made for yourself, I bet your ass would tell your children a little faster. But since you're not, how about that?
They don't know. If they hear you being called bitch a lot, they're gonna think your name is bitch too.
Amen.
I've seen that. They meet a new girl, they be like, hey bitch. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. It's real talk. Ain't making it up. It's too much truth for them, B9. Well, don't show up at Shame Sunday then. Do something about that. Because everybody is not taking care of their stuff. So if it does not apply to you, let it fly. But a lot of you chicks out here, I had to learn to take care of my shit. And I do it intentionally. Try not to do it with an attitude. Because it got to be done. And I definitely don't want to create that dynamic for my children to think that I'm struggling through everything I have to do. Mm-hmm. Everything is bothersome.
Yes, and see, this goes to the environment place. When you in the car, you're whining about this, whining about that. A boy don't need that. This little boy is when he's going to compete with other boys, he is going to be in a level of pain for the first part of his life that you don't understand. He don't need internal pain. Listening to you whine about you can't get your hair done because of him. When you was fucking to let somebody bust in your pussy, that wasn't his motherfucking fault. He don't need to hear that bullshit. Stop fucking and sucking dick and you don't have to worry about being pregnant. He don't need to hear that bullshit. The smoking shit that y'all do in the car. All that nobody, these children, little girls included, don't need to hear this bullshit. You was fucking and sucking dick and pussy. These the consequences. Some pledges cost for the next 100 years. That's not their problem. That's not their job. You was fucking. When you watch these mothers complain, wasn't you fucking and sucking dick and pussy? Or whatever the fuck you was doing? Okay, fuck up the bullshit. Keep the motherfucking legs closed and keep your mouth closed and go to work. Keep blaming these babies because you know what irritate me? You watch TV a lot, you into everybody else's fucking business, and you start getting envious, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, because you watch the movie clip, these children, it's their fault. That you ain't had shit to come together. You ain't had shit together before they got here. But you'll watch them same chicks think a nigga supposed to have it together. Some random nigga they don't even know, he supposed to have it together for you, but you can't get the shit together for your motherfucking children. And then blame them in front of them. As if they can't hear it and shit. And then you wonder why they don't listen to you. Because they have to practice tuning you, destroy them out. They're not listening because they're trying to preserve themselves from you.
But it got to be done. Got to do the laundry. Got to do the dishes. Got to cook some dinner. Got to wash your hair. Got to get clothes out. Got to create a schedule. Got to get a job. Got to don't get a job. Got to get you in programs. It's a lot that has to be done. And someone pandering and coddling me, yeah, I'm probably not going to get it done. It's not going to work. The reality is it will not get done if you don't do it.
That's a fact. Amen.
So expecting other people to come in and educate your children, we got to get out of that mentality. We get so excited to send them off to school, kindergarten, first grade. You know, you're indoctrinating them. Know that that's what's happening. Educate them before they get in there, at least, so you can already set a foundation.
Absolutely. 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 It's a fact.
Dumbasses.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't even have to have it. We shouldn't even have to have it. It's like having a class.
You are watching a master at
Right or wrong, bad, foolish. Come on. It is what it is. Let me see what else I got.
Ms. She says now all of the open lesbian relationships within the home, no PJ rated home somewhere. That's right. Nah. And what's crazy about that? That's the most violent relationship in North America. That domestic abuse rate is higher than everybody. Is them lesbian relationships. That's the mental environment that our children are in. Well, I'm bringing you up in a bit, Professor. I'm bringing you up in a bit. Gotcha. Appreciate you. This is the environment that you're bringing these babies up in. The most violent.
Told y'all.
And you know what? To that, if you're bringing your child up in something that is more violent, are they really coming from home? Let me get close to the mic and ask this. If you're bringing children in what is like a lesbian relationship or just a regular relationships where it's violence, where the mom is violent because the mom is the one you'll be with the most. That's what the stats show. If that's the environment you come from, do you come from a home or do you come from a crime scene? So going to and fro is like being on a run. So how could I expect home training when you don't come from that? That's why when you hear people talk, everything is a heist. What can I get away with nothing? Doing something for nothing, which is a heist. I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna threaten you, I'm gonna snatch and grab and run. Break other people's shit. Come up out of other people's effort for nothing. AKA, I want a 6-figure nigga, 6 tall, 6 foot, all this for nothing. And you've earned nothing. I want to be heard, but have you spent time to be worth listening to? How can you expect these babies to have home training when they come from a crime scene? Amen.
I ain't gonna be here too damn long messing with y'all on Sunday. Yeah, again, what our society seems to push, curating our culture is horrible. It's toxic. It's dependent as hell. It's just too much. There's no love. There's no respect.
Miss M. Mills, I definitely don't believe any child is a mistake, because I don't know how you can mistake. Just like y'all say with cheating, and ain't no mistaken way for a dick to end up in the vagina and for that dick to bust in that pussy. It has no mistake. But I do agree with the second part. She said that's selfish and hurtful to a child. That's a fact. Every child, all these children get to hear that they wasn't worth a plan. When you got a plan for their life, but you didn't have one, but now you do.
There's no showing people who can be disciplined when they don't agree. Controlling emotions. It's like we all are just okay to do whatever the freak we want, whenever we want. And nobody can say or do anything. Yeah, we're not going to stay there that long because it's getting out of control. The world class, let me see. If a 20-year-old calls a 10-year-old girl sexy, jail. Let me change that. If a 20-year-old male calls a 10-year-old girl sexy, jail. But a 30-year-old female can call a toddler boy sexy, sit him on her titties, snuggle him and everything. Yeah, I added that. And call him her boyfriend. Don't nobody bat an eye. We think it's cute, yes. And that's absolutely true. Seen it firsthand. Mama's proud of it. Y'all bitches is creating monsters and don't even realize it. Like, that's horrible. Would you allow the same thing for your daughter?
So,
oh, she's so sexy, and then let her sit on a man's lap?
That's a... I clicked the wrong thing. They hit my spirit.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
I had an absent father, but I'm telling you, I remember 4 or 5 years old, it was a birthday party. I was sitting on my uncle's lap and he was ready to whoop his ass. It was a problem. That's stuck in my head. It's stuck in my head. Not okay for me to be between grown man's legs, sit on their lap, hug him at the waist. Wasn't okay. Shout out to my pops. Rest in peace.
Bang.
Even when he wasn't present, he was ready to protect.
Man. Praise be to Allah.
Don't do that. Oh. 4 dogs.
You are watching a master at work.
I might not be coming by your place. Facts. Nobody speaks up about that. About you pedophile women. Because y'all on the list too. I tell you, every community we moved in, we go and we look. I put the zip code in and it tells you all you people on the list. And it's a lot of women. Women for trafficking. Even if it doesn't say tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, they're involved in a collective of trafficking. It's amazing. Women are pedophiles as well. They groom children as well. Watch the company you keep around your children. Yep. All right. I think I'm gonna just jump into this because, you know, social media is a depressing place if you're considering love, marriage, family, because it's really not much shine on good, healthy relationships. And I see a lot out there, but there's not a platform for it, for us to shine. There's no TV media is coming to knock on anybody's door to show good marriage, how it works as a collective, because it's a lot. But we tend to really push, you know, the toxicity, the damage, folks fighting, not being able to communicate and all of that. And y'all like it. Y'all like it. I think if we blocked or, you know, reported, a lot of that stuff wouldn't shine. But we keep on scrolling and I see all the comments and it's amazing. Like, if we don't entertain it, it wouldn't get that much push, right? But we continue to entertain it. So here y'all go.
Hey, come on. Look, I'm gonna step out and let y'all do this. All right. Hey, stop grabbing me, please. Please stop grabbing me. Please, don't grab me. I'm a man. Okay, you're trying to grab one of these bitches or something. Don't grab me.
You acting like
Bro,
I
just
didn't
said
come
stop
with you.
grabbing me.
You acting like
You're
I
acting like
didn't
you didn't come with me. Tiny, if you don't grab this bitch and body slam her, I will do it. You want me to grab her?
Exactly. Exactly. Curating our culture. This is the environment that these females, mental environment that these females create for men and boys, because of their feelings. Hostile environment because of your feelings. But if the children and the men do that to you, then you're the victim. But when you do it to us, no victim. It's okay for us to be abused and our opportunity stolen because of your feelings.
Don't let her back in this room, Tiny.
Almost through.
Yeah. I know y'all know them too. They actually have a show now. I haven't watched it. I don't see it, but you know, occasionally some of their shit comes across my feed, and it's amazing. You guys support this shit. When you see it, it should be inappropriate. It should say, click on the buttons, inappropriate, put a reason for whatever, and move on. But we like it. We like to see it. And we create this dynamic in our own relationships. The dysfunction is thriving. It's like you guys thrive on the shit.
That's a fact.
Because love is something I thrive on. It motivates me. Kindness. Not to fight. I won't do that. I'm gonna hurt somebody. I'm gonna hurt myself. Def May would say, I posted that whole interview. It was wow. I'm gonna go back and check it out. I didn't see the whole thing. I saw that bit piece this morning. He told his girl to fight his mom, and it's all in that interview. They are cray cray.
Yeah, you listen, nigga. You thought you almost made me do it. I was watching the videos, kind of editing. I'm like, I can't deal with this toxic Baltimore shit. That's typical Baltimore female. They act like she's special. She's not special. She regular. That shit that little girl does regular. I can't. And her raggedy ass family. It's a Baltimore family for you.
Yeah. Last week we posted a couple of interactions that we saw over our feed, and it's amazing the dynamic, the transparency of the toxicity that they are creating with one another is amazing, and we all think that shit is okay.
Right.
It's not.
It's not at all.
The people around him absolutely don't think it's okay. They can't stand her. They tell her that you are not a good fit in this dynamic for him coming up as an artist. It already looks bad that he's involved with somebody, right? It's going to take away his fan base. He can't even build himself up because you're bringing him down. It's amazing. And she was a whole different girl before him.
She don't see it like that.
Got to see a video of her before all of this and all the tattoos, and she was articulate. Seemed like she had some conscious thought there. But now she's a Henny, Plan B, and deletions.
Need to be right.
And that's all she kept saying. It sounded like like you don't.
This chick is a beacon for having a child cemetery in her womb. Or poltergeist pussy. And don't nobody care about it. Was bragging about it. It's a song where they bragging about killing children. Please subscribe. Harrison.
Want to hear me? We're having an interview. No one has taught her place. That is not how you behave. Supporting your man. That's not how you behave. And if y'all don't know no better, then you shouldn't have a man.
Amen.
And you gentlemen should not be dealing with that type of shit.
That's a fact.
It's amazing. But we're not teaching our young girls.
Shit like that.
We're not teaching them. We teach them all the red flags. I say it all the time. Sis, we talk about it all the time.
A master at work.
She pregnant right now?
Yep.
She pregnant right now?
Yep. This fucking life is
over. Here.
This fucking life is over. And it's third or fourth child. Should have left when he had the chance.
Moment of silence, man.
Yeah, his life.
That's unique.
It's a fact.
And she deleted 3 babies, right?
That's a fact.
It wasn't the right time. Now it's the right time when y'all are at the peak of toxicity and you want to leave him, and now you have a possession to dangle over his head like a fucking carrot.
Yeah, imagine trying to grow up in a place and your dead relatives are in the same place just looking at you.
It's amazing.
It's basically Resident Evil in her womb.
I wouldn't want to be connected to her and her toxic ass family. We showed that video last Thursday. Wow.
She literally
Baltimore, baby. The fuck?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Gentlemen, stay away from that. Yeah, she cute, freaky probably.
Nope. Not that little thing. She used to be. She's not now.
Got a little body and all that. Don't make you a good woman, a quality woman to choose.
Listen, what's the name of the girl from Alvin and Chickmas? That's what she looked like.
Who's as a wife?
Okay.
Gentlemen gotta do better too. That excitement, that shit goes away. They seem like a perfect match. I don't know if you like that kind of thing. So obviously they got a show, they promoting it, they getting money for being this way. It's amazing. Can we get a show for love? Love and abundance, baby.
Light-skinned children.
The hell? So, you know, shout out to the media being assholes. Shame on y'all. Stop making stupid people famous. I agree. Shout out to Mr. He Said. Stop making stupid people famous.
Bang, 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 bang.
It's a shame. She not, I mean, right? That's what I'm saying.
She not.
All the people in her comments be saying it. You know, I was just saying that.
They just type of shit. She literally looks like the projects. She looks. No, let me stop talking about that.
Might be cute to some. This society has this idea that just
that they need to be tested for lead poisoning.
Because you're light skinned, you're cute. Yeah, bullshit. I call cap.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not true.
This is why I gotta blame everything on light skinned people. Like my son, he just stopped being light skinned not too long ago, and I still gotta blame him for stuff.
And dark-skinned sisters, we don't think that. I don't know about the other rest of them light-skinned bitches, but I've never been a woman that thought that. Okay, so let's just get that clear. We got so many beautiful shades. But just because you got a cute face, congratulations on that. Man looking for a wife wants more than that. Find out what he wants. If you're willing to be that, then be that. If not, move your ass along. Move your ass right along for the next one.
Listen, imagine being that baby and your mom is a killer like 3 times over. That's crazy.
Whew.
That shit wild to me.
I wish her luck in her life.
I don't. I don't care nothing about no child killer. I'm good.
The media for bringing her in this way, like it's amazing. Y'all support and promote the most.
It's like running over a house.
Y'all know what I mean? Shame, just shame all around. Good Lord.
Hashtag shame.
Plan to bring a baby into that. She looks like she's 8 years old. Food stamp card holder to me.
All her babies need a Dragon Ball. We're bringing them back.
For that baby.
Oh man. But this is where we at. You know, and us women, we're a lot to blame. We're becoming attention whores. And it's a whole nother dynamic of whoring.
Listen.
You know, with the OnlyFans, so I can make my own bag and all the still, you know, looks and body. Shit only lasts a while, y'all. When we get old. It's a difference. Okay? Don't look the same. I'm glad you're proud of your stuff, but
that's a fact.
Y'all doing too much out here.
That's a fact.
These women don't want to be wives. These women don't want to be mothers, and they don't want to raise their children. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to do anything. All they want to do is lay on their back and have a dirty house. Don't want to cook. Don't want to be polite. Don't want to be respectful to the husband. You want him to come home after working 70 hours a week and then come in there and start sweeping and doing everything.
Yep, I'm mad. She don't do nothing. It's amazing.
With you.
All right. Mrs. She Said, definitely we appreciate you. Y'all, I wanted y'all to see her if y'all haven't saw her. What we have to do as content creators is, whether they're new or young, we have to actually be a part of it. They come to our channels, they support our channels, they share our channels. They may not get the likes, and if you haven't learned from Angry Man, that type of, I got a bunch of subscribers, or you need it. We don't do that over here. They do that over there. We don't do that over here. Okay, it's a team effort. Like I think Red Lipstick Bob said, there's no village. It's a village over here. Okay, one help the other, and that's just how we do. You know. So shout out to Gayle. First person I seen do this was Gayle. Couch Gang. That's where I got it from. On team effort, definitely. Listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you have put out in just a short period of time. The amount of wisdom you put out, it just, I be in ratchet mode, right? Because that's just that. But when I see you speak, and you know, it's like when I see you speak, it just reminds me like, all right, there's a chance. And the guy will go, this is a young lady that's married. Why wouldn't he do it with the guy? I'm used to men having their shit together. I'm used to men knowing what the fuck to do. So, Mr. She Said, I already know. I already know he's gonna be on the shit. I'm surprised when I see a woman to do it. I'm not even gonna sit there and hold you. So if I see a Savannah, I see Jay Ali, If I see a Lucky, a Courtney Michelle, I'm like, okay, oh, this is new. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm like, wow, this is a high level. So these are the people we need to put up front. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, I think I said family values. These are the type of women we could, like I said plenty of times when we did the right message, wrong target. Like, if I can be loud, like I am criticizing these females, I can be just as loud to promote the women that are talking about the stuff that we know is true, and then doing it unprompted. So I appreciate that. I don't know why they don't do that in this space, but I know what I think it is. I don't give a shit. It's ugly nigga problems. I don't have those problems. I don't have the ugly nigga problems. I don't know why they do what they do. And I'm not calling them ugly, but men that I know that women find attractive, we don't do shit like that. I'm not about to attack a chick because she's attractive, or because other people like her, or just make a chick wrong just because I want her to be wrong. I ain't on none of that. Hold y'all accountable for what y'all do. And there's a lot of women in this space that are having the conversations with us in good faith, are contributing to the conversations, and I'm not going to sit around and watch them get attacked, just like I'm not going to sit around and let a woman attack a dude with them same bullshit talking points and feminist talking points. I'm about the truth. My first mode of like even with Couch Gang, my first modus operandi is to protect children. It's not to protect men's rights, not children's rights. Not women's rights. It's to protect children. And all of y'all taking care of yourself. Not all of y'all, but that's what I see. Most people are taking care of themselves. Men and women take care of themselves. I see nobody trying to fight for the children. So that's why I will highlight a Courtney Michelle, or will highlight Mrs. She Said. Not to say that that's her main thing. I'm not going to say that. I haven't watched all of her content to know that, but I watch when she talks, she's bringing up shit that's going to keep children safe, and I know that she does homeschooling, so more than likely it is. So that's the type of people I align with. And like Reaper yesterday, speaking up for children, those are the type of people I'm aligned with first. Okay, and I truly appreciate what you guys have done, and what you're doing. And I listen, if nobody thanks you, I thank you for highlighting Cheeky, because that's the thing I said in my live. I don't know if that inspired you or not. I'm not gonna claim that, but I appreciate you highlighting Cheeky, because the people that are genuine in the space need to get the attention. We can whine and, oh, I'm not a beyond. We don't have the platform for this. We got the platforms that we do have. Let's use what we do have good enough. I'm not about to sit and ask for a bunch of cash apps. I'm not gonna ask for super chats. What I want you to do is do the free stuff. Share the content, like and comment, participate in the conversation, link up with people in the chat, do what you do, and do the things that we can do for free. And I have to keep worrying about, oh, we don't have a media powerhouse. It's only 10 people in the chat. Appreciate those 10 people. Appreciate the 30 people that are here. Appreciate all the views that I have had. All the shares that I have had. I appreciate that. And see what I can do to improve it and increase it and go from there. That's all I care about. I don't care about having nobody's money. I care about respect. And that I make a difference and make an impact. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate what you guys are doing over there. It's it's a genuine brother. He has genuine conversations in good faith, and that's all you can ask. He can clown out just like the rest of us can. Yes, please subscribe to Family Values, her channel, and her husband's channel. I think they kind of do the same thing, which is they're setting up a blueprint. We can imagine in 2 years where they will be 100,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, the Harrison Group, and Family Values and her husband. We want to see families move forward. We want these problems to be solved. And so, you know, we do the network, and that's why I appreciate what Savannah do, what she did with her live. And her live is all of her, the lady she enjoys and she talks to, and that's what we do. You go through my description, you'll see a lot of subscribe to this content creator, that content creator, and things like that. So that's what we're looking to do. Okay, I'm sorry, Professor, I had you sitting for a minute. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, chat? No, I just wanted to go over some statistics if that doesn't bore anybody too fast. Just so you guys know, I'm a firefighter, and I'm in charge of the fire academy down here in Mexico, Fort Fort. And I work with children that are between the ages of 7 and 12 years old that don't have fathers. So these are the facts about child abuse that are based. This is from the website that is called childprotect.org. These same statistics are on the cdc.gov website. And they broke it down for pretty simple. I wish I could put it on the screen, but approximately 5 children die every day because of child abuse. Now,
5 children die every day because of child abuse.
And that is
wow.
That's just up to 5 children a day die from child. Could be more that we don't hear about, because 70% of the child abuse cases that are reported are perpetrated by the mother.
70%.
70%. You guys can look this up. I'm not bullshitting. This is on CDC.org. Also, Palmer picked this up too.
Okay, and I was asking, where is this? This is United States?
Yes, United States.
Okay, gosh.
We don't talk about any other country. When I'm down here, it's just I just happen to be where I am. So you guys know I'm not some fucking cop in the United States. I'm not a cop. Okay, I'm a fire chief down here, so I'm clearly a serious dude. Okay, 1 out of 3 girls and 1 out of 5 boys will be sexually abused before they reach the age of 18.
1 out of 3. You said 1 out of 3 girls and 1 out of 8.
5 boys. 1 out of 5.
Okay, so 20% and 33%.
Now we're going to inverse those numbers because the suicide rate for boys is 5 to 1 girl.
Damn. That's crazy.
Now, I know Zone knows something about this. I know he does. 90% of sexual child abuse cases known, the victims are known in some way by the perpetrator.
Right.
90%. We just talked about the girls. She said that when she was young, her uncle, well, it's inappropriate for a little girl to sit on a dirty old man's lap. But when a father knows that his uncle's a dirty old man, he's gonna protect. But let's say that father's alienated.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be there to protect that daughter from that dirty ass uncle from that baby mama terror?
Nobody.
No. 68% are abused by family members. 68%. 90% by people that they know. 68% are abused by family members. What do you say about that, chat? If you agree with these statistics, put a 1 in the chat, please, so we know we're listening to. Because
well, those are definitely.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said those are consistent with what I've been researching. And
Mr. Palmer, those things I follow these things because I don't believe everything I hear. There's a lot of horse shit on the internet, a lot of horse shit on Facebook. That some motherfucker just copy and pasted and doesn't know anything. So let's not cap and go on there and just say, well, I don't believe the professor. He says that 90% of child abuse cases are people that they know, and they go and they check that out because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna make you look stupid because some buffoon over here in Mexico is talking statistics about the United States. Let's talk about that environment. The environment that boys are raised in once the father leaves the home suddenly becomes one-sided. Feminine energy enters the minds of the boy. He learns to communicate like a woman, and he learns to negotiate like a woman. How do women fight compared to men? You know this. I would like to hear your opinion.
It's verbal and conniving. And that's how males are when they raised by women. That's why it's easy to beat them. That's why I be trashing these dudes on this panel.
No, there are dudes that don't know this stuff.
Yeah,
they're oblivious to it.
That's that part of that video I played. I'm gonna play it one more time. But I'm gonna shut down on a little bit, but hold up. Let me find it real fast.
Y'all create the.
You would now have a young boy who's more.
Yeah. This is a part of this video here, and he explains that. Oh, that's Mr. Rogers. So let me get it right one. Okay. Let me see. Let's play
Every
this
single boy still has aggression in him, still has this desire to be rough and tumble. But when they haven't been given the opportunity to be rough and tumble with the dad because dad has been declawed and defanged, and now this young boy has been declawed and defanged, it shows up as passive aggressiveness. What would happen if you took your boy at a young age and put him into jujitsu? You put him into some active sports where there was combat, there was conflict. You would now have a young boy who's more confident and capable. You would now have a boy who has tested himself against others in his age group and knows his capabilities and capacities. You would have a boy who knows how to give feedback in a scenario where there's conflict. But when that boy has not experienced any of those things, he grows up to be a man-child who is passive-aggressive, a nice guy, backstabbing, unable to communicate his thoughts, emotions, and feelings, and soon gets put in this category of, oh, he's a nice guy, but I wouldn't date him or marry him.
So that goes exactly with what you were just saying. Say that earlier.
I teach jiu-jitsu. Yeah, thank you, Marcus. I do teach jiu-jitsu to boys. It's why it's important is because when boys are playing together or they're rough and tumble, they learn suffering. And the suffering that they experience is part of the brain that after they work out, they suddenly feel very, very good. They hugging each other, they love each other. And friends that train together usually stay together for life. If they don't have a father figure in their home, they're gonna need some kind of a sports person or some father in their immediate neighborhood. I just happen to be here. I don't normally work with kids. You know, I just happen to be here. I train, you know, adults, boxing and jiu-jitsu and all this stuff. But boys have it rough. You guys have it rough in the States, but boys specifically have it rough. So let's talk about this. Most children become victims of abuse and neglected at 18 months or younger. Come on now. How are we going to fix that? And you know what? It's crazy. I love your chat because at least they know what's up. They don't need to be explained to. But the rest of the world will dive headfirst into the pool that has no fucking water in it and defend these people for neglect.
That's true. That's true.
Look at the video. The shitty ass fucking diapers, fucking, you know. I don't tell you about that. Let's talk about it.
Do you have those stats of in front of you with the dad? The comparison between when the child is with the dad and the child is with the mom.
It actually does. Let me get on here. It says right here. No, it doesn't go into specifics of this specific site, but it does on the CDC website.
Yeah, I know it does. I know it does.
It does.
We actually gotta spend a day going through that. But go ahead.
Did you help Palmer find that link?
What link?
The link that showed that mothers were abusing the boys.
I have that. I gotta search through it. I got so much stuff I gotta find on my computer. I just misplaced a lot of things.
It's buried. You'll look and see that it's hard to find. They buried it.
I know he got it, or somebody that mod in there, they got it, because everybody be posting it. I know Gayle probably got it. So what's up, man? What you think about the live today? Mr. C said in the tribe stuff you seen.
Great show, man. Great show. Been really dragging niggas the past couple of days, but anyway.
Yeah. They earned it.
Every man, you know, with all of the nonsense that we talk about, you know, whether it's relationships or whether it's, you know, who got the latest six figures, or, you know, who got the newest whip or the baddest chick. Nothing is more important than speaking up about the children. You know, it's something, as a father myself, 2 daughters, you know, it's something they're a priority for me. And I think that children, just in general, they have to be a priority to us.
Right.
You know, and
I got a question for you when you finish that.
All right. So it's, I never thought I'd see in my lifetime that in just like 20, 25 years, how we go from, you know, playing in the street and all of the parents on their porches watching the kids play to, you know, just retreating and not really caring what happens to these children. Like I was on my way to pick up my daughter yesterday morning to take her to gymnastics, and it was a vehicle in front of me, and I'm vigilant. Like when I'm driving, I'm not looking at my phone. You know, I'm looking to make sure cars are stopping at stoplights. I'm stopping at stop signs. And as I'm driving, the vehicle in front of me runs over a dog. And the vehicle, I clearly saw that dog run in the street, and the vehicle barely slowed down. So I jumped in front of that vehicle, and I'm looking in my rearview mirror, and it was a lady. And it just dawned on me. I'm like, wow, this is exactly how it is with these children. These women will mess these children up and won't even think twice about it. Won't even stop the car, because if I even run over a pothole, you know, I might pull over into a parking lot like, what the hell was that? To check on my tires and make sure I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying, to make sure everything all right with the whip. That's just a pothole. That's not a life, right? And so the lady ended up following me for a little minute, and then she veered off into her neighborhood, and I'm just like, she didn't even stop to see, cause you hitting a dog. How you not feeling that? She didn't even stop to see what it was. I know she had to feel that. And then as I'm picking up my daughter now, and I'm coming, I'm redoing the same route that I took to get there to pick up my daughter. Then it was somebody else. It was another family that was picking up the dog and moving the dog out the street. And this is how it is in real life.
Yep.
These irresponsible mothers out here, they mess up these children, and then you got people like me, world class, professor, who we have to take time out of our day to see about these children. And I just had a talk with my daughter yesterday too. I'm just like, about the whole child deletion thing. She's 14, but I told her mother, I don't know what you do in your house, but in mine, we don't sugarcoat nothing. So I told my daughter, I'm like, look, when it comes to this whole child deletion thing, that's not men's problem. That's women's problem. But I'm gonna tell you why men are speaking on it. Because y'all made it men's business. Because y'all ain't handling your business.
That's a fact. Hold up.
Bang, 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 bang.
So, and one more thing I'll say is, you know, I got made fun of and stuff like that when my daughter was born, because I wasn't working a full-time job. I was going to school, and I was working 2 part-time jobs. And then in between that, I was having my daughter, because I didn't really trust daycares and shit like that. I didn't want to put her in a place where she had to be cared for until she could really talk. So just in case something happens, she could tell me. So I bring that up, and I made the sacrifice in the beginning, so that her mother could actually work and do her thing, because her mom actually had a real good job at that point in time, right? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just keep going to school, work these part-time jobs, do what I got to do. I'm gonna have my daughter. I bring that story up because my daughter she respects me. She respects me to this day. And there's a lot of children out here that don't respect their parents, but that's because how you start is how you finish. So if you're not doing the things as a parent from the beginning, to instill certain morals and values in your children, that it's going to reflect that as they get older. So when you have children, that's one thing you got to be mindful of. And you got to understand that your child is just an anomaly among other children. And so sometimes when a lot of these people that don't have kids, they come into these conversations, they don't understand because they don't have kids. And so they might say something goofy.
That's a fact.
So what you were saying yesterday, when you was telling old boy, they're ready when we say they're ready. That applies to anything, as long as they're under our supervision.
Don't that apply on the job?
That applies on the job. That applies in the military.
Okay, all right. Sports programs. Isn't that how they apply in fire department?
That's how it applies.
It works. It really does.
Hey, Tone, so I got this question. I appreciate your take on that, because what I do want, to be an outlet, the addition to what we do with Couch Gang, is I want dads to come here and talk about being a dad. You know what I'm saying? Because that's an aspect. I mean, we all do. You know, not to say that we don't on Palmer Channel, but we need to express how much stress it is being a dad. We need younger men to understand how much fighting, until we change things, you're going to have to do to be a dad. And that you're not crazy. And then you need to hear these stories. Like, I was a NICU dad. It was the top 3 most traumatizing shit of my life that I wasn't prepared for. I always thought about being a dad. Shit never crossed my mind, not one time. And it took a lot. So, for you as a dad, what ran through your mind? I don't know. I know you heard that part, but I don't know if you heard when the dude Aaron O said that if it was legal, he would have sex with a 14 to 16-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that part?
Yeah, I saw that.
It. What as a dad, what ran through your mind with daughters? Because I got a son and I have a goddaughter, but your girls.
Well, my thing about it is that I don't know. Well, obviously, if he's making a statement like that, I don't think he has kids.
That's a fact.
Because I got a daughter that's 14 and I got a daughter that's 17. And I'm going to tell you right now, I hate that I say this, but the one that's 17, she batshit crazy, man. You know, so that lets me know. And when I say batshit crazy, I mean, she still has no clue about life. She's still figuring herself out. Like, she's still figuring life out. She's still dealing with the peer pressures of high school students on how her body looks, on how she dresses on a day-to-day basis. So what are you going to get? You're not going to get anything out of that. My daughter that's 14, she's still young in the mind. She's still young in the head, but that's because me and her mother have done the best that we can to keep her out of the ways of the world. Mm-hmm. And that's like what you were saying yesterday about the laws and stuff like that. Like yes, we have laws and everything like that, and I do believe that we have to abide by the laws of the land, but at the same time, that law is not necessarily the law for all of us. Sometimes I have a set of laws for myself and for my house that's higher than the actual law of the Constitution. Mm-hmm. So you got to hold yourself to a higher standard. So you got to, when you have grown men making statements like I'll marry a 16-year-old, then that shows me where your priorities are. You don't have any priorities really.
Really? That's a fact.
Because
bang, bang.
You know what I mean? Like,
bang, bang,
like
bang,
when I think of getting, first of all, sex is not a priority to me. That it's a part of my life. I work 8, 10, 12 hours a day. I'll handle my affairs, and when 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. roll around, if I feel like rewarding myself that day, I will. It's a part of my lifestyle. It's not a priority. So it is a little bit, it's a two-way street, because I heard one of the speakers that you had on the panel who was speaking about R. Kelly, and I do not condone grown men messing with underage women. At the same time, we got it's another side of that, like you said, that never gets talked about. What happened to him?
Where it started.
And it's like a never-ending cycle. So when I hear a statement like that, I'm like, okay, well, did something happen to you that caused your mind to get stuck at a certain age to where you feel like you got to do that, or that's acceptable? And who do you have around you that's going to check you when you get out of line, or when you say something that might be out of line? Because sometimes, like I talk about women being delusional a lot, but men can be delusional too, and they don't have the proper leadership around them to say, hey, you might want to rethink what you said. Why are you thinking like that? That's not okay, bruh.
Yes.
So it doesn't sit well with me. And I was watching, and I wanted to come up yesterday, but the reason I didn't is because I'm really choosy on. Well, number one, I was with my daughter yesterday, so I was in and out because I couldn't focus on her and focus on the conversation at the same time. So, there's nothing that a 16-year-old could offer you. There's nothing that a 16-year-old could offer you. There's nothing that a 17-year-old could offer you. And I know that 18 is legal, but there's really nothing that an 18-year-old could offer you, except for now, if you just, you out partying in the club, she's 18, 19 or whatever, you just trying to have a good time, y'all go home, fine, leave it at that. But don't be trying to. The problem comes in when you talk about having relationships with these young women. That's where the issue comes in. And for me personally, at 34, I just don't have the time to be dealing with all that. Like I have my priorities. And one thing I want to say, I remember I heard Master P actually talking about his relationship with his kids when he was going through his custody battles with his ex-wife. And one thing that he said to me that stuck with me, and I heard this when my daughter was really young, is at the end of the interview, he said that no matter what what his children go through as far as him being in their lives, and he said this before the whole little Romeo fallout thing, he said that it's a lifelong relationship with his kids. So with me, it's a lifelong relationship with my kids. So it's like my kids are not perfect, but it's a lifelong relationship with them.
It's more than that. You know what I'm saying?
So
you still their dad, even if you did.
Right. Right.
I definitely appreciate that, bro. Shout out to the parents. Kind of having a conversation yesterday and pulling away. Kind of was looking at a few things this morning. I was like, it's been ratchet over here a little bit. Okay, it's been the highest levels of ratchet over here. Highest level. But we've it kind of think a lot of the passion about being a parent came through yesterday, and I thought about Mrs. She Said this morning. I was like, yeah, you know what, this is the perfect time to redirect, or just let that energy be where it's at, because they're gonna talk about that for a while, and do two things at once. Deal with what we deal with, you know, what we deal with, and that's dealing with this baby mama terrorism in a certain way where we being productive, and also highlight somebody that's talking sense. Go from a dumbass Aaron O saying he will fuck a 16-year-old to showing Mrs. She Said, showing that you shouldn't be calling your child sexy. You know, that's a dramatic difference in wisdom and value. And Aaron O, his channel is gonna be what it is, but we can complain about what's going on over there in Fight Club, but we can work to help content creators like Mrs. She Said, like Zone, Savannah, you know what I'm saying, Lexi when she want to do her channel, some of these other mods. We can invest, we can whine about Fight Club, but like and all these other people and Peef and all that and these dumb channels, or we can just invest in ourselves, our time and our fingers to share this content to that platform and move forward. And that's what I think.
And if I could say one more thing too, I thoroughly enjoyed Savannah's live stream last night. You did a great job, Savannah.
Yeah, it was great having Zone up. Bro Fester, you got anything that you want to say? Zone don't want to be here anymore.
I was just gonna go over the statistics. If you guys want to cut, that's fine with me. Zone, it's good to see you. I'll see you later. You know, I'm deeply concerned about a situation that a kid is in right now, and that's over here. He's 12 years old. Now, just so you guys know, there's all colors here in Mexico. We have black, we have Caribbeans, we have West Indies, Mexican. West Indies, Mexican. They started West Indies, now they speak Spanish. One of those boys came to my school last week with his grandfather. And he says that he never knew his father, and his mother is in prison for murder. I already adopted 2 children, so I'm not going to be doing anything. There were babies at the time, and the 12-year-old would be a handful for me. And the profesora, I love that, by the way. I'm going to tell her you said that. That was nice. Who was that? Who was it that said that? Maxwell?
Wash your hands.
Lexi, thank you so much. And Marcos, thank you so much. Yeah, she's beautiful. Thank you for that. I'm not so beautiful right now. I crashed, so I'm good. So I knocked my teeth out, too. But the kid is going to need a father. I'm not going to be his father, but if I was a younger guy and more flexible, I'd probably adopt another kid. But when you talk to the boy, you could see that he's happy. He's like happy to be around other boys and be around us. You know, I mean, we're big, strong firefighters. They come here, they're like enamored by it. Makes all sense. And because we have 2 black Marines here, he doesn't understand a word of English, by the way. And these guys coming, one guy is so tall and so wide, he has to like turn sideways to go into my office. That's how big he is.
Damn.
And this kid is 12 years old, skinny, and he's, you know, shorty. And he's looking at this guy, he's like, wow, you have so strong. You know, he would say, you are so strong. And he's just enamored by that. And I thought to myself, I was like, where is his father? Because I sure as fuck would like to find him. And given an opportunity that maybe he would be in his father's life. But the question is who? And if he did get in his life, would he be a good father? Considering the fact that his wife was on that level where she murdered somebody and she's still in prison. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
My bad, I just got back. Something was sounding. What did you just say?
No, I was saying that. Yeah, please do.
So just making sure I understand. So you basically saying that the child needs a dad, right?
Well, all of them need dads, except this one specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the fact that his mother murdered somebody and she's in prison. And the grandfather says, I don't know who the father is. I'd be willing to bet I could find out who the father is. I got ways of finding people. But let's talk about this for a second. 48% of boys and 51% of girls are the ones that are reported as victims of child abuse. They're nearly the same rate. 3.6 million cases of child abuse are reported every year in the United States. And I'm going to reiterate what Mr. Palmer said that I didn't believe, but I went and checked it. 70% of the reported child abuse in the U.S. is perpetrated by the mother.
That's a fact.
Also, spousal abuse initiated by the spouse, because what will happen is the wife might hit the husband or the partner first, and what do?
They call the police.
The women typically hit back. Men usually hit back, and then they call the police.
Mm-hmm.
Women hit men 70% of the time more than men hit the women. And it just sucks, but I don't even want to say it. 80% of 21-year-olds are abused by them.
Say that again?
81% of 21-year-olds have been abused by their mother. Could be physical abuse, could be mental abuse. It could be
abuse. You gotta make sure you throw in neglect, because they always put those together.
Well, I'm getting into that because neglect goes in with personal alienation. It stems from lack of responsibility, no desire whatsoever to be a parent, and then they see the outside world, city girl wanting to live it up, having their best years, and they will take the kids to grandma. Do they not?
Mm-hmm.
Or their aunt. Same down here in Mexico, same story. Here where I live has the highest rate of single mothers in all of this region of Mexico. Now, I tested that theory because we have a big park that's behind the firehouse here. Every year we have a day of the child. And every year we invite lots of kids, and all the firemen comes, and we have the trucks out there, and everybody's taking pictures and giving away candies and having concerts and stuff. And so we had a meeting prior to this. And so the team leaders, my team, we have missionaries here, like 60 missionaries from the state. We have a missionary school here. And then there's all the single mothers. I counted how many mothers showed up to this meeting and how many fathers showed up. The number was staggering. It was 86, and the rest was men. 86 women, and the rest were the husbands or fathers or whatever. So it isn't that men aren't participating, is that they're not even there. And the reason why they're not there is because of this form of child abuse, which is called parental alienation. Now, I got a question for you, Zone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in Arizona, is it illegal to not pay child support?
Is it illegal to not pay child support?
To not pay child support. Come on, chat. You know.
It is. So, okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. It is not illegal to pay child support.
To not pay child support.
To not pay child support.
You said is it illegal? Is it illegal to not pay your child support?
Is it illegal to not pay your child support?
Because I'm gonna say that because I know of a situation where a dude went through the court system for child support, was taken through the court system for child support, and so his mother could get his baby mom could get full custody, and he ended up getting granted to the judge zero child support. The judge ended up granting him zero child support. She got nothing because he was on disability for some years now. But then she ended up taking him back years later, and now he got to pay. So that's why I say it. That's why it's tricky because he was ordered to not. Basically, he was on child support, but it literally was zero. The statements were literally zero.
Well, that's an exception. That is a big exception.
Right.
No,
so that's
an average man. I'm not going to use you as an example because you would never get fucking divorced. How about that? I won't let you. I'll bust your ass. We got to pull each other up as men, so I'm going to do that. If anything goes sideways, you know what to do. Call me. I'll come. I'm showing up. If I got to fucking bolt the door shut inside, you know what I mean? Keep it together. I'm telling you now. Okay. Is it illegal to neglect your child?
Yes.
Okay? Explain to me what neglect actually means by definition in your word.
I can use myself for example. I'm not trying to talk bad about my mom, but so basically my mom didn't raise me. My grandparents raised me, but she tries to take credit for other people's successes with me. So basically that's neglect. I was somebody else's responsibility, not hers.
So that's a form of neglect, you think?
Yeah. You could also have a child in your household and still neglect the child.
Okay. Now, is it illegal? Would you call a father not being in the kid's life neglect or child abuse?
If we're speaking about today, abuse. Because typically it's the mother who feels some kind of way about the father and who's taking the children out of the father's life.
Bingo. Okay, so everybody knows, I did the research on this. It is not illegal to not pay child support. It is not child abuse if you don't pay child support. If you don't pay child support, it is not, by definition, child abuse. But you know what is? Parental alienation of the father is child abuse.
Yeah, I've been telling people that. That's what I said yesterday.
Not everybody knows that. They think that not paying child support is child abuse. They try anything to throw at us to make us look bad, period. Okay? Because we're the high-value deadbeats. No, we're just high-value targets. Excuse me 1 minute. I have a dog barking.
Hey, and by the way, you can still be in your child's life and be a deadbeat. So to all my fathers out there, wear that deadbeat title proudly. Wear it proudly. Because I know that with everything that I'm doing for my daughter, at the end of the day, if my daughter's mother decides to take credit for that and paint a broad picture to her family and my family and make it look like I'm not supposed to be doing, because I know that people are easily manipulated. They don't look at the evidence. They don't look at the results. I'll wear that title proudly. I'll wear it proudly with a cap and gown.
Very good. I just want, you know what, I like when we do this education. I mean, I like when we do the historical stuff on this channel. I listen in most of the time because we have the firehouse here is school, and we have the TV on basically 24 hours a day with live streams from Goodbread, from you, from Mr. Chap, and everybody that comes here is unaware of a lot of the stuff that we talk about. They assume automatically that women are always right, that we're the assholes, and we have been programmed to be the enemy so that the state can extract their $60 billion industry of child support in order to feed this machine, because the judges have incentives to get the man to pay child support, because obviously we clearly make more money because we spend more time at work. We are in STEM fields, and they are in child psychology. So you can see that there is a great big divide between how much money they can extract from a man as much as they can extract from a woman, a mother, for example. Child support is in itself illegal. I think it is. It shouldn't be run by a privatized company that makes interest for these politicians and judges. And we don't even know it. You guys don't even know that if you get a child support payment, let's say, for example, I always paid on the first of the month by allotment, meaning that the military paid me, and that portion of the money was taken out and sent automatically to the state of Florida, which is where my child was. And they take that money and they will hold it. Now, you guys know that there's an invisible money system that goes on. Any type of cash that's taken in is invested into whatever kind of funds that the government does with the money and invests it by the millions per second. So they make interest per second on our money, our digital money that we send in to send to the baby mama in order to care for our kids. So I see something far deeper and far darker than anybody might not know. That is that the states make money off of child support payments, so it is in their best interest to make sure that we pay. And if you don't, what happens? You get your license suspended, you can't drive, you can't go to work. Eventually, you go to jail because you're behind your rear, and then it goes all downhill from there.
And Professor,
So it's got an abusive system.
and if I could add this too, what you're saying ties into what the world class was saying yesterday when he was talking about the laws. Because here's the thing. The laws that I go by says that if you and I, because I was married, not legally for a decade, the laws that I go by says that there is no court system. There is no child support. It says that I'm going to take care of my kids. And if you want to go work your job and make your car payments and pay your mortgage on your own, that's cool. But if you're not going to be able to raise these kids, then give them to me. Because I'm going to raise my kids. That's the laws that I go by. Yes, I abide by the Constitution, but that's the law that I go by. And when you out here choosing your woman, because the order that I also go by is God, man, women, children. You got to make sure that the chick you're dealing with understands that too. My daughter's mother gives me a hard time, but she understands the rules. She understands the rules. That's why I'm not legally on child support right now. When we left, when we split apart, when I left the household, I gave her the house. Gave her the dogs, the yard, all that. I gave her that.
Now I'm going to ask them because he's in the righteous sphere. Having had this big turnaround in our lives, many of us have gone from being womanizers and liars and cheaters and everything to just not, finding other priorities and things in life. Now, I'm a passport bro. I've been down here for a long time, and we get accused of a lot of dumb shit. But the men that come down here are very righteous, like righteous. At least the ones that I interact with. I don't deal with scumbags and dirtbags and stuff. I deal with people who are upper class people.
Oh, you muted, Professor.
Sorry?
You're muted.
Yeah, I know it was a dog bark. I apologize. We rescue dogs here, so we got these little baby motherfuckers running around, and they're so cute. No one shuts them up. You know what I mean? And I got to tell people to tell them to shut up.
We about to shut down, man. It was this was it's a great live I've been wanting to do. I thought I was just gonna do a video, but I'm glad I did live. Glad I got to get. Hopefully, I got Mr. She Said in front of some new eyes. I love this talk around protecting children and around the reality of exposing why men aren't in the child's life, but the mental health environment that's created by these females. I get what the courts are doing. It's producing these people that they say they don't want, and I'm glad we addressed it. Like Mr. She said, you need to start calling out when these women are calling, I should say females are calling these babies sexy. That's one of the biggest takeaways. Like, that shit needs to stop. That molestation shit that these females are doing to these children, it got to stop. So definitely I appreciate you guys coming out. Shout out to Savannah. Go check out her live yesterday, some of our lives yesterday. Definitely if you want some comedy, it's there for the taking. You know how I say, man, it ain't but two classes on this planet, never been three. You a world class or you outclass. And the question is not which class do you want to live in. The question is which class do the ones coming behind you deserve for you to die in. On your feet, on your knees, respect the craft. Noble.
Level. You won't see nobody like me for like 12 other years. You see they do all the time. I'm different level. You crazy? You can't even coach my type of style. They style is regular. I gave him crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work. And then look, and the dude you kept getting all this love to, crazy work. Crazy work. Don't ever try me. Ever.
Let me go.
This sounds so easy. It's like some man. He's tripping.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Check his drink. He's tripping.
Boom, the world class.